What is going on, everybody? Welcome to TTS Xbox Podcast, episode 95. Another Friday, another day to talk that shit. And guys, listen, I know today's going to be special. Today is going to be very, very special. When it comes to TTS and talking that shit, it's going to be on a different level today. And talking that shit with me is the homie Dick Gritty. What's going on, killer?
What's up, Sean, my man?
Some of the news that like that, sometimes some news just drops. And you're like, do you know what? I gotta do a TTMS. Do you know what? I gotta do a Dogman podcast. And it's incredible when news like that drops there. The chat is fired up. Us
Mm.
guys on the panel is fired up on that. And we love talking that shit because the shit that's been coming out over the ABK deal is exposing some of these dudes and exposing a certain CEO. I know we're gonna be talking about it. I know we're gonna be talking about it, bro. But some of the shit you've been seeing there, isn't it crazy, bro?
Man, this shit is Sean. It's bruh. I don't even know what to say anymore. This shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, bro, man. It's just it's crazy, bro, man. Look, before we get into it, guys, let me give a. There we got two super chats. Can you get the super chats play? They're
Yeah.
very important to get them soon as possible. You know, me and Dirt, when it comes to like WBG and TTS, always try to get the super chat within like 5 minutes because it adds to the show, to the topics as well. I don't want to be one of them podcasters that does the super chat like 1 hour in, 1.5 hours in, or at the end of the show. I appreciate you guys coming by first of all, liking our podcast, being in the chat on the podcast, and dropping the supporting the show as well, like dropping super chats, helping us grow the platform and supporting us in that. And I'm sure Dirt would agree with that as well, play.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I always say, Sean, there's so many different podcasts on the same nights, the same time of the day. There's so many options. So when you guys choose to listen to us, I appreciate that shit, man. I don't take it for granted. Some people might take it for granted, think they're always going to have great numbers, think they're always going to be on top. And trust me, I've seen guys that was huge YouTubers, were pretty big YouTubers last generation. Some of them are still around now, but nobody gives a shit. You know, maybe because those guys didn't put the the chat or the people that rock out with them, they didn't take them serious or they took them for granted. You ain't got to worry about that with us. I think a lot of guys just took it for granted. They think it's them. They're like, nah, man, nah. If we don't have support, we have nothing. So why would we kind of ignore the people that support? That shit makes no sense to me. So
I agree, play. That's good.
Profit with the 5. Sony crying about Redfall now, but they were the ones trying to make Starfield exclusive for the PS5. Talk about hypocritical bitch. Profit, you are speaking facts, bro. And that's documented. They tried to get Starfield exclusive.
Yo,
They tried their best.
look, they got Ghostwire Tokyo and they got Deathloop. They were trying their best, bro. And just imagine they managed to get that as a time exclusive or an exclusive, bro. Just imagine that. They had a lot of fun having a time exclusive, but imagine Starfield. Wow.
G Step with the 5. Now who's late today? Was it you, Dirt, or Sean? You POS? It was Sean.
Yeah, it was me this time on that. We will get into it. Look, I know a lot of guys, before I give a shout out to the members, and I know a lot of guys are expecting an ass whooping today. So let me show you. That's what's gonna happen today. That's what's gonna happen there. I'm sure you with it, player.
Oh yeah.
Let me put it 5:35. Let me give a shout out to the TTS family members and that. We got Jonas the Dad, Mitchy Poo, Gyro, Duke Togo, Remy, Straggly Rock, Kraken's Den Podcast, aka Joey Kraken, Platonodge, Long Live the Black Mamba, SP Hector the Macho Man, Primus Gaming, Enzo, KJ60, RG Vipers, Carl Weeb, Xcoin, G Fep Jake, Joe Schmo, Far Q, Limitless Jess, Nola Origins, Fons Hodgin, Doom Reaper, Mark 2068, Gaim Shock, Scratch Acid, Random Citizen, Shane G, Chargasm, Gummy Hernandez, Ozzy, Pixelbit G, Reese S, Dragon's Blade 79, Bunty, Max City Entertainment, Eternal Shaddai, Kedu Nagara, Reggie Lee, G Style, Top Notch, Toolman 55, Lawrence Davenport, Javier Obadeo, Emmanuel A1, Mick the motherfucking click, the blue one, Hotspot, Why So Serious, Lord Star Killer, Ray Ray, Erodimus, Light and Money, Caribbean Hybrid, Mr. Eldrick, Chia Walker, Ritz, Sediku, Jagaya J, Amal Kafaji, sorry, the Angry Therapist MD, Jim Rat Bastard Ryan, Maurice Branch, Kendrick Star, Dirk Riggity, Chill Collis, and the awesome Justin March. Shout out to the TTS family members, man. And shout out to you homies in the chat as well. Hit that like button. And I believe we got a new member as well.
Yeah, let me pull it up. The mechanic. I don't know if he's new or he's just re-upping, but thank you, bro.
Re-upping, yeah.
I appreciate you.
Shout out to the mechanic for supporting TTS as well, man.
Mechanic.
The mechanic. I love that name play. I absolutely love that name play. All right.
Red monkey butt. I haven't seen that name before.
I think that was last week, or maybe yes. Was that? I don't remember play.
But he said the Reforest thinks the Sony last minute complaints will get the ABK deal blocked. Nah, man.
Really? He actually believes that?
Nah, man.
These dudes are delusional.
You know what, Sean? I gotta be honest, bro. I say this all the time, but I need y'all to really understand what I'm saying. I hate these guys. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Before we'll get into the first topic. There, get a super chat, and we'll go straight into
the homie Javier over there with the 5. Y'all see Colin talking about acquisitions and ponies rallying around him. I wonder what happened to that organic growth talk they still bring up. I didn't see the clip. I saw one of the clips, but I did hear how he's talking about acquisitions and what Sony needs to do. Yeah, that throws all of that organic growth shit right out in the trash. You're absolutely right, man. They are shook. They don't know what to do. They're done. They're done for. Y'all deserve it. They deserve everything that Xbox and Xbox fans is giving these hoes. Keep on talking that shit on social media. Keep on commenting in these videos. Keep on roasting Dreamcast guy, Colin, all these pieces of shit. They deserve it. Assholes. See, they don't know how. You know what? When you have it easy, when you're never threatened, where like competition never really push you, when that happens, they don't know how to react. They said for 6 straight months organic growth. Now they're crying about, PlayStation needs to buy some publishers. PlayStation needs to buy some studios. Shut the hell up. Long Live the Black Mamba 2. Hell yeah, play that joint again. We beating legs.
Oh shit, man. Oh man.
Tell you, man.
I'll do the second part to it.
I'll be back. You black mother. Wide nose having mother. They said they never gave you money. You don't know how to appreciate. You know you get another couch. What am I gonna do about my legs?
Ain't nothing funny about that, but you can tell the budget was so low because they was on a sound stage with a couch and a rug.
That's all the way, bro. You know, like that blew him up, bro. Like Dave Chappelle show is started blowing up and that.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, let's get into the first topic killer. 10 minutes and 8 seconds play. Oh, Jimmy boy. Jimmy boy. Jim Ryan. Do you want to tell the good people who is Jim Ryan?
Well, Jim Ryan isn't he the CEO of a PlayStation or the head guy over PlayStation right now?
Indeed, he is. He is running the PlayStation division.
Yeah.
Now, over the last year or so, when the news came out about the ABK deal, you know, ponies were shook. PlayStation was shook. They were hoping that Call of Duty would never ever leave the PlayStation. Phil and the team came and go, listen, bro, Call of Duty will be available. They put a 3-year deal. They weren't happy with that. But as time has gone on, when Jim Ryan flew out to Brussels, CMA, FTC, he put out a case on that. CMA called that as bullshit. You're full of shit, Jim Ryan. Now, right here, right now, I don't want to go over everything, but right here, right now, it's coming to a point where Jim Ryan is looking like a whore. Jim Ryan is going down to levels. You know when there's levels of bitch? He's become an elite bitch now. An elite bitch. The way he's begging CMA, asking the CMA, listen, if Call of Duty, first of all, it's not even exclusive anymore. We give you a 10-year deal. They're not willing to sign that 10-year deal. But it's coming to a point like that. This Jim Ryan, this piece of shit, and the pony as well. But let's talk about Jim Ryan. This piece of shit is going down to a level that I've never ever seen a CEO go down to. You talked about this on your Dogman podcast. The previous guys, the big boys, they never bitch like that. Even when Xbox got his ass whooped last gen, launching the Xbox One, and they give Phil Spencer a fucking sinking ship. Phil didn't complain. Phil wasn't out there. PlayStation did an advertisement about sharing your games. None of that bullshit. He went back to the room and to the green room, and came up with a plan how to fight back, how to do it right. Now, Jim Ryan has come out once again talking about Call of Duty. It will hurt us if Call of Duty. When Xbox owns Call of Duty, they can degrade the quality of the game on the PlayStation 5. Actually lessen the quality when they have a first-party studio game with the MLB, and I know for a fact they're making that shit run worse on the Xbox Series versus the PlayStation 5. But these dudes have the nerve to come out and say, someone who owns Call of Duty, they will own Call of Duty in the future. They have the balls to say that it's going to hurt us. We will never, ever recover if Xbox owns Call of Duty IP and they give us the lesser version of it. Now, when you see statements like that, it will degrade our console, our business model and that. When you see statements like that from Jim Ryan, what goes through your mind when you see some shit like that play? Like, really? Come on, man. Be a man.
Look, man. It's just like this, Sean. It's at this point, like I said yesterday on my Darkman podcast, I have lost all respect for PlayStation. Them not wanting the deal to go through, okay, I get it. Xbox owning Activision Blizzard can alter their dominance. It can. But for this fucker to sit up here and say the things that he said, that Xbox will degrade, if Xbox degrades the COD on PlayStation, it will hurt their business. They will never recover. Sean, we know that's bullshit, right? We know
that's
he's
bullshit.
up here talking this bullshit, crying, making it seem like PlayStation is the victim because he wants the deal blocked. That's clearly what it is. He's trying to play the victim to get this deal blocked because they know CMA is going to approve it. I was watching Randall Thor video and he was talking about how a few months ago, when it was looking like the CMA was really investigating the phase one and they had so many questions about Xbox and like Microsoft, PlayStation was loving the CMA. But now they call CMA irrational and said it was surprising and all this dumb shit. Bro, they want the deal blocked, clearly. Because of that, they're saying shit like this. Really, PlayStation business would never recover if Call of Duty is degraded. At first, they were saying if Call of Duty is exclusive to Xbox, it will hurt PlayStation business. Xbox said, yo, here's the 10-year contract. Sign it, you pieces of shit. Now they're saying that, if it's degraded, it will hurt. He said their business will not recover. I put out a tweet yesterday, Sean, about the shit that he's saying. It's throwing all, listen, the shit that he's saying is destroying all pony narratives. Pony said, yo, PlayStation bangers are the reason people buy PlayStations. And we knew that wasn't the fucking truth.
Yep.
Jim Ryan said it last year, only 10 to 20 million copies sold isn't cutting it anymore. So the things that he's saying make me look at him like, wow, this dude is supposed to be a leader. A leader? What kind of leader is this? When you're a leader, you're the people under you, they rally around you. I know, like, they're like, what the fuck? He throwing us up under the bus, saying none of our games count. None of our games matter. Like I said, that tweet I put out said, so he said that Captain Price is greater than Kratos, Atriox. I'm sorry, not
Nathan Drake.
Atreus, Nathan Drake. Aloy, that's what he's saying. How would that make you feel? You've been making PlayStation games for years. Like, damn, I know he wants the deal block, but why is he throwing us up on the bus? Call of Duty means everything. So he's pathetic, man. You listen, even PlayStation guys are like, what the fuck? Some of them. I still had some of my video, on my tweet, still trying to. Well, of course he will say that because Call of Duty is their biggest moneymaker. You stupid fuck! Do you realize what he's saying? He's saying their exclusives don't count. He's saying PlayStation is a multi-platform box. That's what he's saying. And people just don't. They're stupid. They're stupid. So this shit right here is funny, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
This right here shows you that sales is all they have right now, and it really don't mean shit, because for Xbox to be this much of a threat to these guys because of a multi-platform game, one game,
just one
game, Sean. Come on, man. What is going to happen when this deal is approved? This shit is crazy. Honest 55. Dut. I'm confused at night. Your shadow follow you or you follow your shadow, TTS.
Oh, come on, player.
See, honest, I don't really believe you would ask me a question like that in the middle of the show. That's hurtful. That's hurtful, man. Nigga J with the 5. They're afraid of Xbox becoming the lead development platform for COD. Fuck them. Well, that's gonna happen.
It will happen.
It's gonna happen. G Step with the 2. What can we say? Dut. Jim Bryan, he's a B. He's a B. He is, bro. He is straight up. Raging Cajun becomes a member. Thank you, Raging Cajun.
Shout out to Raging Cajun, man.
I use a little. Get the fuck.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Get his stinky ass out of here. Get his bitch ass out of here. Motherfucker coming in. You're there? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I thought you cut out. It seems like you cut out.
No, I'm just fucking angry.
Yo, listen, Chris Hart. If you don't get your stinky whole ass
Hold
out
on,
of
let
here.
me tell you guys. Bavari, do not time him out. I saw Amir excuse me, hid him. That's how you with Chris Hart, you hide him. Do not time him out. Hide him. So Amir hid him and you timed him out. So that means Chris Hart will probably come back in 300 seconds. You have to hide him. Do not time him out, Bavari. Hide him. Get him the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
What's funny about it? What did I say before the show? I got a bet he's gonna come in with that same account because it's not blocked on this on that account on this channel yet.
Yep.
Really coming, man. This guy's out here capping, dude. Go to a PlayStation dog shit podcast. Go to it. I know you guys are hurt. Maybe I don't know what it is. That maybe we're just entertaining. Maybe them PlayStation podcasts are dog shit. They're not entertaining enough. They are dog shit, but maybe they're not entertaining enough. So they're not listen to us guys talk shit about the savior. When the savior's out there.
Yeah,
go on.
Like Ozzy said that he seen him in Boom podcast today.
Yeah.
He just goes to Xbox podcast, bro. And I'm like, I can't let that shit ride, man. The fuck out of here, bro. Long live the black man with the 5. His only argument this entire process is that it'll hurt their business and they'll lose money. It's not their job to worry about business, bozo. Hey, bro, it's sad. It's sad at this point, Black Mamba. It's sad, man. This can't be PlayStation, bro. This can't be PlayStation. And like I said yesterday on my Dark Man podcast, Xbox didn't cry. When PlayStation was pulling games off of Xbox, when PlayStation was doing some shit, when PlayStation was going out there making fun of the Xbox One for being less powerful, Xbox didn't cry. Publicly, they didn't cry. I don't know what they said behind the scenes, obviously. but they knew what they had to do. Xbox knew they had to invest. They knew they needed more power. They knew they had to get studios, publishers. That's what they did. That's what they did. And these ponies want to come in here. Well, this pony singular want to bring his punk ass in here. I don't care if you the fake Chris Hart or the real Chris Hart. I'm starting to think all of them are the real Chris Hart. I'm really starting to think that, because at first, like, I thought it was some fake Chris Harts. Then I remember somebody's show I was on. Was it Addict?
I believe
It was Addict
yeah.
show. It was Addict show, and Chris Hart came in there, and people was like, they said something. And he was like, "No, man, this not." No, then another Chris Hart came in like, "This isn't me," but it was, because I can tell, bro. He said that wasn't me. That's a fake Chris Hart. That was him. I'm starting to think all of them are the real Chris Hart. Just get out of here, man.
Why so serious? He goes, there's a Chris Hart factory.
Bro, bro's like, if this was real life, if you put somebody out your damn house, like, don't come back up in this bitch. They ain't gonna come back. Like 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come back unless they're stupid. But of course, on social media, they can keep on coming back, right? We're gonna keep on sniping your ass. If I put somebody out of my house and say don't ever come back, when they come back, it's gonna be a problem. If they come back, it's gonna be a problem, bro. Because I told you, don't come back. But it's only so much we can do on social media, We block him, we hide him. He boy got 38 accounts. How crazy do you have to be to have as many accounts, bro? Just to go to Xbox Podcast. How crazy do you have to be? How obsessed are you to keep on going to Xbox Dudes Podcast? And it's not just us. I see him all the time. So like somebody mentioned Boomstick. I see him in Iron Lords. I see him on Post Up. I see him on Gas. I see him just constantly going to these people podcasts, man. Raising occasion with the fire. When Dirt talks about these damn ponies beating his legs in, I think about the clip you just showed. They beat his legs into linguine. Yeah.
Linguine.
Windows 79-2. Gotta catch you boys later. TTS. Thanks, Windows.
Appreciate the player.
Man. Long little black man with the 5. Y'all think Chris Hart a bot on the low? Remember when the deal got announced? He said he was going to buy a Series X and the Xbox One. It must be a reason. Man, I don't fuck Chris Hart, bro, with everything in me.
Keep your bitch ass on that side. Now listen, you punk ass ponies. I know Jim Ryan's out there capping for you guys and doing his best, trying to make you whores survive. He's trying his best and that. Now listen, Jim Ryan's going to a level I've never ever seen him before. Like the begging, like some of the shit he's been coming up with. You think, is this a CEO? Is this a boss? No. This guy is a bitch and that, and he's doing it because of you hoes and that. And like the homie would say,
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying?
why is Jim Ryan trying for? If he can't save you guys, you whole ass bitches. You did. What's crazy is though, like, Jim Ryan talking about Call of Duty, nothing else, taking the piss out of all of his studios. When they first started, listen, none of our studios can compete against a game like Call of Duty. Every one of our studios, 8, 9 top tier studios, can't make a rival to Call of Duty. Took the piss out of his own studios. Once again, he's coming out right here, right now, talking about we will never ever recover. If Call of Duty gets a downgrade, be the lesser version on the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox, the level this guy's going down to, the level he's willing to like take the piss out of his own studios, in-house studios. They're supposed to be the number one top tier studios. Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, Sony Santa Monica, Polyphony, all of them studios supposed to be the number one studios in the world. They can't do shit. Them studios ain't enough versus one game only. And this game is still coming to the platform. But it's like Call of Duty is that important to him. Even if he gets a downgrade, that will hurt them. They will never recover in business.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to come out some outlandish shit that is, bro. Coming out with that shit, that statement, that is saying something to your character. This is your boss. You talk about, look, even if it's capping, you talk about Phil Spencer lies. Phil Spencer says this, Phil Spencer says that. This guy in the past 18 months has come up with some next level shit that makes Phil Spencer look like Jesus. If I have to say that, bro. I'm not, look, every CEO's got a cap a bit, lie a bit, maneuver when it comes to interviews. But the way this guy's doing it right now, bro, this is all documented. This ain't no like bullshit. This is all documented. This is in the papers, bro. In the filing system when it comes to the CMA. This is what he's trying to provide a case why they shouldn't own Call of Duty, why they shouldn't let ABK go through to Microsoft. Everything's
crazy,
on paper, bro. And the way this guy is going, yo, what is next? What is the next level before you get the super chats? What is the next level? Where is this guy going to take it next?
Bro, I do not know. It seemed like it's getting worse and worse for him to say that Call of Duty being downgraded on PlayStation, that they couldn't be covered. That's like, what? I mean, what else? What other level can he go to after this? The only thing he can say next is if Xbox owns Call of Duty, PlayStation is dead. That's the only thing he can say next, bro. And listen, man, if he says that, it's crazy, bro, because I don't care what pony, who you are. If you sit up here and don't have if you defend what he's saying, because I've seen some people defend what he's saying because they say, well, Call of Duty is a bigger game than all of those games. And I'm like, wow. Now y'all are downplaying PlayStation first party. I've seen it, man. I got it like the tweets. Like somebody said that in the tweet. Well, Call of Duty is way bigger than all of those games combined. Okay. Slim 73 with the 2. Dirt, enjoy your Total Blackout podcast. TTS Total Blackout. Ain't that bitch?
Shout out to
Thank you,
Slim
Slim.
73.
Jim Rat Basta with the 5 pounds. Leave my boy alone. Will the real Chris Hart please stand up? Please stand up and stop calling me. I'm hurting. POS. Oh, man. That's crazy. Long live the Black Mom with the 2. Jim Ryan needs got to be hurting. Play the Vaseline clip.
I'll got it.
Nigga, you never know you're going to need some Vaseline, my nigga.
Never know.
You never
Apollo
know.
Cooper with the 5. Do you have any idea how much shit we're going to talk when the deal is done? Jim Ryan said what we've been all saying. Damage control is not welcome here. Oh, we going to talk shit, Apollo Cooper. We're going to have a damn good time. Kendrick started 2. Dirk said F Chris Hart with all that's in me. Yes, I feel, Kendrick Star. F him, man. I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart, bro.
Let me get this. Jaggai J, remember for 10 months, when I look up in that sky, all I see is darkness. Shout out to Jaggai J and that.
Fear is a tool.
Fear is a tool. When Jim... But listen, Jim Ryan, listen. At the end of this podcast, this is what's going to happen to Jim Ryan.
Wipe yourself off, man. You dead.
Oh, shit. You like Rusty, piece of shit.
Yo, listen, like that. I want you to read this out for me.
Mm-hmm.
The one and only David Jaffe.
David Jaffe says, I haven't seen this, so I'm reading this for the first time. Your whole biz is built around one game that you have zero control over. Fuck. I've heard of not putting all your eggs in one basket, but Ryan seems to be saying that Ryan seems to be saying they not only did that, but they don't even own the fucking basket. I get it. He'll say whatever he needs to, but damn. That's exactly what I'm saying. I know he's saying this shit.
Oh shit.
God.
Oh shit. Unbelievable. How?
This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy.
Hide that motherfucker. Hide him.
For you to have all... this shit is crazy, dog. Maybe we shouldn't even acknowledge him anymore. Just snipe him and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is what he wants. Maybe he wants us to acknowledge him.
The Black John? Who's the Black John? I think someone did it by mistake. All right.
Oh yeah, they,
Yeah, but
absolutely.
sorry about that, Black John. If you got hidden by mistake, you'll be unhidden
Yeah,
soon
yeah.
as.
He was unhidden. Chris Hart was on. Oh man.
Now,
So,
David Jaffe, the people.
bro, he's absolutely right though. Sean, but like I was said before, Chris Hart interrupted me. Bro, he's absolutely right. It's absolutely right. Everything he said, man. I don't always agree with Jaffe, but sometimes he makes some great points. Even sometimes he make points about Xbox at certain times that actually make sense. But bro, I just don't get it. He said you can't do like you depending on something you don't own. So how many times have I said that's
You
what
did.
hurt Xbox in the past? Yeah.
Look, I know you're gonna go back to your Xbox One gen and that.
Yeah.
Let the good people know when we were talking about what Phil was doing. Phil was buying studios because he knew what when he made them second party deals, them games previously and that did not own the studios. Sometimes did not even own the IP.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt them because if they did want to make a sequel, they could not make a sequel. They could not get to an agreement with certain studios or maybe the IP, the licensing. We've seen this happen. This is why Phil went on when he got the opportunity, when he got the green light to buy studios. He wanted to make sure when he's buying these studios, when he's developing games for the Xbox, that he owns the IPs and owns the studios. So if they ever want to revisit a certain game or want to make a sequel to a game, they own that bitch. They don't need to worry about, oh shit, Iron Galaxy got bought up by Amazon or so on. Oh shit, this studio got taken away from us and that we stuck with the cloud. What was that studio that were making the crackdown cloud gen shit? What was that studio?
I believe it was named Cloud Gen or something.
Or it might be cloud gen. Oh shit, man! When we shown that they got scooped up by Amazon or Epic Games or someone. He never ever wanted that problem again. And this is what we were talking about. When they were making a single player and multiplayer games on the Xbox One, even though some of the second party deals, it did not hit for them. Sony PlayStation, we talked about this on podcast day. I remember talking about this. Sony is relying on multiplayer from Call of Duty and these other games. They don't own them. And I remember when the ponies were saying to me, it doesn't matter, we'll make the first party bangers and we'll leave the multiplayer to the rest. You remember
Right.
that same play? You
Absolutely.
remember when they were saying that?
Yep.
Look what's happening right now. This is what we're talking about. When a game gets snatched away, this is what could happen to them. And it's happening right in front of the face and they can't stop it. And they're begging their CMA, FTC, they're tagging the president, they're tagging the senators, and it's not happening. And that's what they're crying like bitches, and that's what Jim Ryan is trying his best. Because he knows Call of Duty is that game that comes out every year and makes them bank and funds their first party games. Because we were told that Jim Ryan goes 10s and 20 ain't enough anymore. These PlayStation dudes are they're buying the 50 million God of War copies. Not play.
Right.
It's not happening, and this is what we're seeing right now.
Yep. I agree. Joaquin Branch with the 5 Dreamcast guy looks like he did some time, and while he was then in there, he got attacked with ice pick, but only to his face. Damn.
Yo,
shit.
Joaquin.
Because anybody can get it.
Woo!
Wow. Sean, I agree with everything you said. Like I've said it plenty of times. You said it. Other guys on the panel said it. I'm sorry, I had to get a drink of water. When Phil Spencer, like I said, Phil Spencer and Xbox has got burned way too many times before in the past. From Rise Son of Rome, from any other of their first party or their exclusive games that was not first party. Like you mentioned, the whole cloud thing with Crackdown 3. That pretty much ruined Crackdown 3. That team got bought up. And Phil Spencer said, of course, Scalebound is the biggest reason why they said we have to own not only the IPs, but the studios that develop the games. Because if you own it, you can do what you want with these teams. So they've got burnt so many times. And now we've seen PlayStation depend on third party for their multiplayer fix. It's come back to bite them in the ass, Sean. I know we said this before, but it keeps on popping back up because this shit that Jim Ryan is saying is crazy. Like David Jaffe said, bro. You put all your eggs into this basket, but you don't even own the eggs or the basket.
Facts.
You know, because they depended on that shit. They depended on Call of Duty, Fortnite to give their fans their multiplayer fix. PlayStation wasn't making, they didn't have any multiplayer pretty much last generation for the most part. And like we said, Xbox learned we need to own these studios. We need to own these IPs. If not, if they don't own the IP or the studio, Rise, Son of Rome. Rise, Son of Rome 2 would have been amazing. Boom. They didn't own either. We never got a Rise, Son of Rome 2. And I don't know if we ever will. Yeah. All of this shit, man. Quantum Break, Alan Wake. They did not. They owned the IP. Gave Alan Wake back to Remedy. Never got a sequel because they didn't own Remedy. PlayStation depending on Call of Duty, bro. And it's nothing they can do. Like you said, Sean, it's nothing they can do. All Jim Ryan doing right now is crying, lying his ass off because that game is not going to kill PlayStation. If PlayStation is this dominant company, this dominant video game company, one game, y'all won't be able to recover from one game being better on the Xbox. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. This dude is acting like a teenager trying to make up some shit that when his girlfriend called him cheating, he's lying, making up some stupid ass shit. You up here lying and said y'all came to cover? You playing the victim, hoping to see CMA say, okay, well, since y'all can't recover if Xbox version is better, we're going to block the deal. CMA like, man, shut that shit up. It's simple. They put David Jaffrey's right. They put all the eggs in one basket. Now they don't know what to do.
And they don't own that basket. They don't own the building, bro. Imagine that. Investing like buying not even renting a house and you put all the tech in. You put a cinema room in. You put awesome like laminate flooring and crazy lights and a crazy tech in the house. And obviously when the owner comes and says, "Listen, I'm gonna move into the house. I need you out of the house." Mm-hmm. Why put all your shit in there, bro? Why invest all of that when you don't even own the house?
Sean, I am so glad you said that. I know a real life story.
Me too. That's what it came up for.
Yeah, that happened to somebody, man. It wasn't a friend of mine, but it was like one of my good friends' family member. They had rented this house out, bro. Right? Well, something happened where they didn't know, but the owner of the house was not paying the fucking mortgage or the taxes. Mm. So what happened? They was paying the owner their rent every month. Like a year or two later, the fucking bailiffs and shit show up at the house. Like, y'all gotta get the fuck out. Like, what? What do you mean? We've been paying the rent to this guy. Oh, yeah. He lost the house last year or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it was like, what? They had to get out, bro. So you're exactly right with what you just said. You know, it's like now, and there's nothing they can do about it. PlayStation is up here using, they were making Activision a lot of money, but Activision was also making a lot of money off of PlayStation, and PlayStation making a lot of money off of Activision. But now it's like, guess what? Activision is about to be bought. Ain't shit y'all can do about it. You can cry, you can ask your mommy, ain't nothing y'all can do. So that's why you need to own this shit. Xbox say, yo, we need to own this. Now, PlayStation, they don't have the capital that Microsoft does, obviously, but they're in a situation where they don't know what to do. They have no alternative. They got to figure out how to come back from this because Xbox said, yo, we're giving y'all 10 years. Y'all better come up with some type of first-party game to compete with Call of Duty because y'all fucked. And after 10 years, I 100% believe Xbox going to take that bitch off.
As they should.
As they should. Onyx with the 2. DCG face, patchy beard, looks like Q-tip with wax. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Justin Mars with the 10. You got the butterfly emojis. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's a super chat.
I don't have that over here, bro. I don't have it over here. Black John with the 5 got shot instead of that pony. Somebody lost points for shooting an innocent bystander. Yeah, Black John, they sniped you, bro. Sorry about that, man. they was trying to get Hart, like Chris Hart punk ass out there. Sorry, man, you got hit. You a bystander, but they patched you up. You know, they patched you up, put you back where you belong. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, Black John, man.
Because anybody can get it.
Sorry about that, but let me go back to was it the Justin Martin that.
This for all my niggas in the hood. All my niggas in the hood. Yeah, all my niggas in the hood.
Oh man.
Oh man. But that what's crazy is though, as as more information is coming out, play and that. And we heard about the Redfall shit. There, I'm sure you heard about the Redfall stuff, play.
Yeah, they brought that shit back up, huh?
As predicted, Sony brings up what Harvey Smith were talking about. They were making the developing Redfall for PlayStation as well. But they cancel that shit as they should. If you own something, and they talk about when it came to the ZeniMax, it was all about exclusives. Obviously making the Xbox exclusive.
They
games.
bought them for exclusives. I mean, CMA said that shit. They bought them for
CMA said
exclusives.
that shit. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
But Jim Ryan talked about, see, look, CMA, look what Phil Spencer did. Redfall was in development for the PlayStation 5, and what happened? They pulled that shit off. This is the shit I'm talking about. The levels they're going down to this shit. It's a bitch move. Straight up. A bitch move. I don't care, listen. When he owns something, I'm telling you straight like that as a fucking Xbox fan, a bot, I wish they could pull Call of Duty like that off. Because it will fuck them up. It will hurt them properly. Forget about this 10 years deal. These guys are talking about it will hurt them given a 1440p version. Imagine that shit. Imagine that shit. Forget about that. But pulling them games away, imagine they could pull them games away. Especially Call of Duty game. That will hurt them bad style. But they're giving these guys a 10-year deal. A 10-year deal, player. And they still don't want to sign that shit.
They don't want to sign it, bro.
What's going on, Drone TJ? What up, player?
That's crazy, man. They don't want to sign it, bro. But look, Sean, like we said earlier, it seemed like some ponies are kind of like, what the fuck? I don't know if you saw this. Let me share my screen real quick. I don't know if you saw
share
this.
Your screenplay, man.
I don't know if you saw this. But your boy kind of like, what the fuck?
I've got,
hold on.
I got that ready. Yeah, go for it.
And
oh, I'm sorry. You already got it ready?
No, you go for it. You go for
Oh,
it. I had that prepped as well.
man, is this just straight up stupid? Like, this is just straight up dumb. And it makes me genuinely sad as a PlayStation fan and enthusiast that our leader, right? The leader of PlayStation,
Our leader,
CEO Jim Ryan, is coming out here basically said, I mean, I'm going to be honest, this is like a slap to the face to their own studios, to their player base, their massive player base that doesn't play Call of Duty. Like, I know Call of Duty makes I know Call of Duty makes Sony billions of dollars, but wow, not everybody on PlayStation plays Call of Duty. Like, that's just not how it is. Man, is this just straight up stupid?
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but that is hurt. Then when you can see
He's
the
hurt.
guy broken. But MBG, I got you covered, bro. I know you're disappointed in Jim Rand, so I'll sort him out for you. I'll get our boy Phil Spencer. That's what MBG and that. We sorted you out.
Yeah.
But listen, I love seeing a pony broken, destroyed and that. When they were trying to set up narratives there, when these guys were talking about why can't Microsoft just cultivate studios and make it organic and that? Why can't it? Do you know what? This is what they were afraid of and that. They were afraid of Microsoft coming in and buying publishers and studios. First, they were laughing in 2018 when they were buying State of Decay team, Undead Labs, Compulsion Games. Them are Tinky Winky studios. Tinky Winky studios. They're not going to do nothing in them studios. What are they? They're AA studios and that. Double Fine. Another Tinky Winky studios had to crowdfund Psychonauts 2. But when the ZeniMax deal happened, that's when the tables turned, play. And then when the ABK deal happened,
The tables are turned.
the table just went next level after that. And this is what I'm talking about. All of these guys can't handle it anymore. Why the fuck would he grow a studio? Look at Initiative. It's taking a minute, bro. These
Hell
smaller
yeah.
studios from Ninja Theory, bro, they had to build a new studio. Compulsion Games. Why the fuck would he build a studio when you can buy something, when something's available? When ZeniMax came, that's shit. It's established. Established RP, established workforce. Everything's built up, bro. You don't need to buy a new studio. You don't need to like move these people around, build them a mocap studio. None of that bullshit. You go out there, you buy the shit. That's the way you gotta do it, because you got giants coming in. This is business. You don't start fresh. You've been in the game for 20, 25, 35 years. You gotta do this to go to a different level, and this is what they're trying to do. This is a part of the future. Invest heavy, and it'll pay off in the top end. And this is what they're doing. Imagine they had to build every studio up there from the ground up. Talking about organic.
Sean,
How would that work out? How would it work out there?
not great
No
at
chance.
all. Shit, it would have been like 10 years before Xbox had a damn game. Look, Sean, I used that analogy before, bro. I'm gonna say it again. If you were homeless, right, and you come into a big lump sum of money, now you're homeless now. Would you build a house from the ground up, or buy a house and move into it?
Move
You
into
would
it, innit?
clearly move into a house, right? Because you're homeless. You need some place to live. Xbox needed games. Why the fuck would they build 10 studios from the ground up? Like you just said, Sean, the initiative, they were announced in 2018. Perfect
Where are
Dark
they?
might not come out to 2025. Right? So they needed games. They needed IPs. They needed content. If you're homeless, you need some place to live, some place to lay your head, some place with a hot shower, heat, air in the summer. You need some place to live. Why in the fuck would you build a house from the ground up if you're homeless? So you're going to continue to live on the street while they're building your house? No. Now you can move into a house and you can have another house built, but at the meantime, you need some place to live. That shit is stupid, man. These guys know it's stupid. They're acting like Sony built all of their studios from the ground up. They didn't. They bought Naughty Dog and all that. They built them after that. They increased the player count. I'm saying not the player count. The devs.
Workforce, yeah.
They built those studios up. But when they first bought them, they didn't. The initiative is a studio that was very small because they were a brand new studio. That's all I'm gonna say about that, man. Shit is stupid. Organic growth. Now
crazy,
they're
bro.
talking about buying a bunch of shit.
They have to, because they know they can't compete. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. When you're in the business, when you're in the $1 billion business and trying to get into game and trying to be the number one, if you got the money, if you got a bank, you do it. That's the way you do it. Use your money to take over. But if someone's got less money than you, listen, I'm gonna compete on the same level as you. Even though I have more money than you, you got $100 in your pocket. I've got $5,000 in my pocket. But nah, I'll compete with you on $100 budget. Nah, bitch. If I can do it better, I'll take the budget higher and use my money to get ahead of you. That's the way business is. That's the way life is. You got it. You do it that way. Not everybody can make moves like that, and that's why a lot of these guys are crying, because Sony can't make moves like that the way Microsoft can. And like I said on your show yesterday, somebody woke up a sleeping giant.
Oh yeah, they said somebody woke up a sleeping giant, bro.
And that's what happened.
Yep, that's it. There's only so much you can take. There's only so much you can take, man. When you see these people making fun of you, and see, this is the thing: you see people making fun of you, people laughing at your expense, people laughing at your pain, and you can change it. You can change that shit. Like somebody say, "You fat piece of shit, you fat ass motherfucker, you fat piece of shit," and you say, "I can change this." There's not too many things you can change in life, but you can change this. You can change how you look. You can change your body. It might not be easy, but you can lose some weight. You can change things. You can go to the gym. Xbox, one of the richest companies in the world. Well, Microsoft, one of the richest companies in the world. they didn't have Microsoft. I mean, the Xbox didn't have Microsoft fully behind them. And Phil knew the first thing we need to do is get Microsoft fully behind us. That's the first thing. It took a minute, but he got them fully behind. Now they're like, yeah.
It took him a long time before you get the Supers, bro.
Yeah.
It took him years.
Yep.
When people say Phil Spencer's been leading Xbox for the past 9-10 years and that, it took him a long time to get to a position where he is right now. And you've seen that right now.
Yeah,
They might say, they love going back to 2016, 2017, 2018 when Phil said them things, said them shit. They love going back there, but they don't want to talk about it now because the way he's moving right now is untouchable. These are boss moves. This is mafia style. This is like gangster shit. When you watch that movies like Goodfellas, Casino, Godfather, and them type, that's the level Phil Spencer is moving at. And Sony's that bitch cleaning their cars, cleaning their shoes and that on them street corners. That's what Sony is right now.
Yep. John TJ with the fire. MBG looks like Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi and Gary Busey had a baby. Oh shit. A little cry, pony cry. Hell no. Those a bunch of funny looking dudes. Oh shit. Mark 2068 with the 2. I thought Pony said Xbox is trash. Look at you now. Talk that shit, Mark. Coca-Cho 8 with the 10. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Shout out to
You
you,
stopped by Dark Man podcast last night. Also, appreciate you, man. Jason Redman with the 5. 2 of my most happiest days in the business is the day you start it and the day you sell it. There you go, brother.
There you go, player.
The day you start it and the day you sell it and get all that money. Reginald Sandyford with the
Shout out
10.
to you, homie.
Jim Ryan will be stepping down from his position at some point this year due to the choices Sony is making. If they lose crazy money, Jim Ryan will be the next scapegoat. Hey, I agree with you there, bro.
That's a good point, that bro.
I
Like,
agree
Donny
with
D.
you, man. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I just feel that he just doesn't seem like a leader to me, bro. Like a leader that people rally around, you know, like, yo, this is our leader. You know how like people kind of like Xbox employees, you hear how they love Phil Spencer. You hear them rallying around Phil Spencer. I don't see that with Jim Ryan. Listen, he's a human being, so I'm not saying he's perfect because nobody is perfect. But sometimes I'd be like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah,
The
bro.
shit that he's saying right now, I'm tripping.
Yeah, shout out to Angry Therapist gifting 5 TTS membership. Shout out to you, homie, man.
Angry
Respect to
Therapist,
you, man.
shout out.
You're there. You talk about leadership. And when Phil Spencer, like, Phil talked about the Xbox One gen and that. I'm not going to give a fuck what anybody says on that. It was a bad launch for them. It did not launch the way they wanted to launch in that.
It was.
And Phil talked about people morale was down. People were crying in corners because they put a lot of effort into this. Because when they were they were scrambling. When when the journalists were asking certain questions, they didn't know what to say because they were scrambling and that. And when Phil took over, when Donny D just stepped to the side and disappeared like a bitch, Phil Spencer came with a plan and executed it, and it's paying off right now, guys. Listen, I know when people say, "Oh, there's too many Phil lovers out there. Everybody's playing Phil's playing games and people playing games. That's what they like him and that." Look what he has done. It took him a long time. No shit. It took him a long time. But look where Xbox is right now as a gaming platform and what they're trying to do. Compared to 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you had your Peter Moores, you had your Donny D's and whoever, Phil Spencer and whoever was before that, I can't remember. Look where Xbox is right now. Look at the investment they're doing right now. Xbox is a pillar in Microsoft. A pillar. You think 10 years ago, the Xbox would have been spending 70 billion on studios? 7.5 billion on studios?
Right.
Never.
Never.
Ever you would have seen that.
Right.
Phil Spencer had to prove to Satya Nadella what gaming is and what, if you want to be in it, you got to be 100% in it. Not half a step, otherwise, sell that bitch off. Phil came with a plan. Satya Nadella was happy with it, including cloud as well. He put cloud a part of it there. And look what's happening right now. Content is king, and they're getting all of the content for Game Pass and for the customers, for cloud and Xbox. And this is what you're seeing right now.
This is what you're saying, Sean. And Sean, you like, you know, with the Xbox One gen, Xbox is still trying to recover from that to this day, Sean. To this day, they're still trying to recover from the Xbox One generation. Listen, I don't care what nobody says. The generation hurt because even though I enjoy my Xbox, even though it still sold 50-something million consoles, which is not bad if you consider where they were, they're still recovering, meaning they lost a lot of people last gen. Other thing, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Okay, you are the only nigga on this earth. Even Microsoft themselves said the mistakes they made, and you still saying they're wrong. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this shit on Rock with the Chat. I just don't want to hear that shit today, bro. Every time I bring up the fucking Xbox One generation, you're wrong, Dirk. No, I'm not fucking wrong. I'm not. If Xbox did a whole fucking documentary talking about how they fucked up, who are you to say they didn't fuck up? God damn, that shit is annoying, bro. Fuck. Every time we bring up Xbox when he got in the chat, you're wrong, Dirk. You're wrong. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Damn. Every fucking time we bring that shit up, man.
You're the super killer.
Fuck. Man, you read that shit right now. I'm fucking annoyed, bro.
G stands with the 5. That's what's happened. This is what happens to Sony for being a bully. Now Xbox is pushing back. No crane. No the crane. Remember the date? No the crane. Remember that?
No the crane.
No the crane. Remember that? Yeah, G Star, you always fuck me up on that. Shout out to G Star on that. 108 Dragon with a 2. Pony toss Jim Ryan salad, laughing out loud, and they love it. Talk that shit, 108. Talk that shit.
No, Zing, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. If Xbox themselves said the shit, who are you to say they're wrong? Who are you to say Xbox is fucking wrong for what they said? The shit is annoying. Every time I say the shit, I'm going after what Xbox said. They're the ones admitted their mistakes, but you still nope. The fuck, man? What do you want from me? I don't know what the fuck you want from me, bro. I ain't got to deal with this shit. I'm telling you right now. Every time I bring up the Xbox One generation, you're wrong, Dirk. You're wrong. So you're telling me the Xbox One generation, they just absolutely dominated. What are you saying? What are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? Because every time I bring up the Xbox One generation, you hear, Dirk, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Every time somebody criticizes Halo, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Maybe you don't know what the fuck you talking about. This shit is annoying, bro. It's fucking annoying. And I don't want to hear that shit. Other Zinc ain't trolling. He do this shit, man. He been doing this shit forever. Every time we criticize Xbox, see, y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. This shit is fucking annoying. Okay, that's not what they said. Okay, that's not what they said. Okay. Every time I talk about an article where they quoted Phil Spencer when he said the Xbox was almost out of here, I brought up the article. You said, no, Phil was lying. The fuck?
You good there?
Damn, that shit is fucking annoying, bro.
Oh,
I'm not saying you got to agree with everything we say, but if we're quoting Phil fucking Spencer and Xbox themselves, who are you to say they're wrong? And I don't know what I'm talking about. I can read. I can comprehend. Who are you to tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm quoting Xbox, what they said? Oh, my God, man.
Anyway, let's continue talking that shit with the ponies and that. I'm talking about a bitch and that. Look at this shit. This bitch ass motherfucker has the nerve to tag the CMA, LenaCon, FTC, tags Phil Spencer as well, because the PS5 version of the Redfall was in the works, but it was scrapped when Phil Spencer came into that office and said, listen here, bitch, scrap that shit. No PlayStation, no. Talking about bitches. This is what I'm talking about. These bitches can't handle it. They talk about Xbox has no games, no desirable games. Why the fuck are these guys keep bringing up Redfall? Tagging the CMA, tagging Leland Khan, FTC, Xbox, Phil Spencer, pulling away a game that was in development for the PlayStation 5, that big bitch of a console PlayStation 5? Come on, man. These guys are bitches, snitches. And they talk about Xbox has no good games, and they're asking, begging the CMA, look at this shit. They cancelled the PlayStation version. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. This guy has a big following. Let's see how many motherfucking likes he's got. Look at this shit. Look at this shit here. Over 1,000 fucking likes and 200 retweets. This is the shit I'm talking about. These ponies are a flock of sheeps. They just follow fucking each other. Stupid motherfuckers. Bitch. You did. You've heard it so many times when they say Xbox has no desirable games. Why the fuck are you an Xbox fan? Why get an Xbox? What's the point of getting an Xbox? Now the same dudes are begging these dudes. Forget about Starfield. Forget about that. That game's gonna be a killer IP. Talking about Redfall. The pigeon chest cross-eyed motherfuckers. Boy, I know it's been what? 100 something days since you had a first party exclusive. I know you're hurting right now because you ain't got shit. The only thing you got coming up with from first party is Spider-Man. What that bitch is gonna do? Spider Dick ain't gonna do nothing. He's just gonna swing around in New York and that, chasing pigeons, finding his book bag, saving Mary Jane, falling off a fucking crane or some shit or building. Stopping a fucking car thief and that. Bitch. Get a super player.
Jason Redman with the 2 dirt is sapping.
Snapping, probably.
Snapping.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, man. Ain't, you know what? Ain't listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right quick. We're gonna move on. We're doing the podcast, right? We have opinions. You don't have to agree with us, but when every time I bring this up and I'm quoting Phil Spencer, I'm talking about Xbox, the Xbox One generation, when you attack me and say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, this is the same guy that said Rand don't know shit, Jeff Grubb don't know shit, all this bullshit. And he's more wrong than all of us. But yet and still, sometimes you can sit back and listen. If you don't agree, then say you don't agree. But every time we talk about this shit, Dirt, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. When somebody criticizes Halo Infinite, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. That shit is annoying, man. If we on the same team, we cool and shit, you don't have to agree with me every time. But it seems like every fucking time I bring up the Xbox One generation, just because you loved your Xbox One, that doesn't mean it didn't have its issues. Everybody know the Xbox One was a down generation for the Xbox, except for you, apparently. So if we're talking on the show, where everybody know that the Xbox One released weaker than the PS4, Xbox fucking admitted it. But you can say, "Oh no, well, Forza Motorsport 7 was 4K 60 on the Xbox One X." Okay. So I'm just saying this shit is annoying, man. Shit is annoying.
Get a super killer.
Game Shark with the 5. We not ponies. We deal with reality. We don't deny it. Hashtag get Sean the 2K. Hashtag I hate them.
Shout out to you, Game Shark.
Okay, so Z, I don't know what I'm talking about then. Fine, bro. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Prophet with the 5. Why are they tagging FTC and Leaning Khan when her house is broken? Bro, they just trying to, man.
Desperate.
It's really sad. They're desperate to, they're tagging them, trying, look at this, look. Come on, man. I just can't.
No, look, guys, listen. We're not talking about it was a total failure. If it was a total failure, the Xbox One would have relaunched. It would have been the Xbox something else. It would have been done the Wii U stuff. We're not talking. It wasn't the greatest. Coming off the 360, compared to that generation, you can look at it as it's like that was a failure when it comes to a 360 generation. Just like with the PlayStation 3, the PS2 sold 155 regardless if it's a DVD drive or not, coming down to 89 million. Even though we can't say, look, selling that 50, 60 million console is dope. It's not a failure in that sense, but if you're coming from 155 down to 89, that some people consider that a failure in that sense, even though they might have made good money in that generation. The Xbox One did what it had to do. It was not a perfect generation. It did not sold 58 million. That's what them are the numbers that came out from this ABK deal, compared to 80 something million.
Sean, like the reason I always bring up the Xbox One generation is because I love the progress the Xbox has made. I'm bringing that shit up because I love the progress Xbox has made. We've been talking about it all show, about some of the things that Phil Spencer has done. And listen, man, when I say it was a down generation for Xbox, we remember how much of a beast the Xbox 360 was. And some people went to PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying Xbox still trying to recover, trying to get some of those people back that left. And no, the console generation, the Xbox One wasn't a failure.
Underachieving, that's a better word than I'll use underachieving.
It was
underachieving.
It was less than what they wanted, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm freaking saying. To see where they were and see where they are now. Hey, Jay, remember, I wholeheartedly agree with you. That's why most of the time with Zing say shit, I ignore it for the most part. There was a couple of times I said something here, but I ignore it when he come after us. If we say something about Halo or the Xbox One generation, I ignore it most of the time. But damn, I'd rather have the energy towards ponies. That's where my energy is at most of the time. But shit, man. John TJ with the 5. PlayStation 5 is like a Ford Pinto, big and slow. The Series X is a Lamborghini. Say that bitch big and slow. Jay Rember with the 5. To all my Xbox fam, cut it out. Put that energy towards ponies. And besides, Xbox has had its issues too. I agree. Like I said, I agree with you, bro. Nobody or nothing is flawless. PlayStation's not flawless. Xbox, Nintendo, nothing is flawless. And we got to stop acting like it is. Like I said, I love the progress Xbox has made. And Xbox is, man, they're at a level, they're headed to a level where it's going to be hard to fuck with them. Just like when I talk about my YouTube channel, where I was talking on the podcast to 8 people. And now, we had like 500, 600 plus. That's progress. That's all I'm saying about Xbox is progress. I love the progress. When I talk about the Xbox One generation, yes, I talk about the things that happened to me last gen. I talk about doing shows with ponies. I talk about the ponies, fuck the ponies. I hate the ponies, all that stuff. But every time I criticize the Xbox One generation, which is my opinion, but also some things is a fact, because Phil Spencer and Xbox themselves said it, that it was a dark time for them. Okay, but look where they are now. When me and Sean, we laugh at the end of the Xbox 360 generation with those E3s with the Kinect and shit, that was a dark time too. The Kinect was a hell of a thing. It sold well, but it hurt Xbox in the long run. But we talk about that because, damn, I'm so happy Xbox is in a much better place than they were then. That's all I be saying, man. That's all I be saying. But the ponies ain't attacking me about what I say about the Xbox One. Zink is. Jason Redman with the 5. Redfall is the first party game, and Starfield is first party. Yes, the PlayStation 5 version was canceled. Sony is keeping third party. They don't own off Xbox. Let me read it again. Redfall is first party. Yeah, flat out. It was canceled.
They're keeping third party away, yeah.
Bro. They own it, man. And like we said, CMA, like PlayStation tried to say that shit, but CMA was like, yo, hold on. They bought ZeniMax for exclusives. That's a little different than the whole Call of Duty thing and Activision Blizzard. They bought ZeniMax for exclusives. So y'all can stop crying with that bullshit. It's like PlayStation has the audacity to sit up here and cry about Xbox having exclusives, bro. Like, how dare you? Like, the nerve of you. All the games they kept off of Xbox. And now because Xbox bought a company or companies, y'all mad because they have exclusives? I'm telling you, this is bullshit, man. This is shit that pisses me off. John T. They would defy. Ponies are like a stuck-up blind white Karen that thinks they always right. They always think they right. And these ponies ain't shit either.
Yeah, that's the thing like that. Before we move on that, when it comes to like this generation, guys, it might not be the sales, but I expect this one to be the greatest generation of Xbox console career. I actually do believe that. The greatest ever, and I really hope they can continue when Phil is gone, when he steps down, whoever takes over. But the next 7 years right now, I expect this to be the greatest generation ever. The games, the variety of games, the high quality games, the massive Western RPG games, action adventure games, crazy looking games, platforming games, first person games, multiplayer games. I expect this to be the greatest ever in first party lineup ever in any console history. I really do believe that. When I'm talking about first party games, I expect this to be the greatest ever. The games, the variety of games as well, is going to be the greatest ever. I really do believe that. I'm not sure if you're on the same page, player.
Hell yeah, Sean, this is clearly going to be the best generation for Xbox ever. It might be one of the best generations, period, as far as first party titles. Because they have so many studios, and this ABK deal is over with. They're going to have, 32 studios making first party content? Sean, like we always say, bro, when you get your ass whooped, that is makes you come back bigger and better and stronger. Remember in my old WWE, WCW days, remember WCW's whooping WWE ass?
Yeah, at one point.
The NWO came out there, was whooping their ass. So what happened? Vince McMahon, they had to go back to the drawing board. Yo, we need to create some new shit. We need to create some new stars. We need to do something different. We need to do something different because they're kicking our ass. And what happened? They got a little bit more raunchy. Stone Cold blew up. The Rock blew up. Triple H blew up. Mick Foley. It had all of these guys that was ready. And it took a minute because remember, WCW was winning for 2 straight years. 2 straight years. And said, okay, we have to reinvent ourselves. And that's what they did. Guess what Xbox is doing? They're reinventing themselves. They're investing. And you can't, and like what you said, Sean, this is going to be the best generation ever, bro. And it's only 2 years and a half until this generation.
And it's starting right now.
And it's starting this year.
For us, it's starting this year.
Absolutely. Starting this year. We already know about, the ZeniMax games dropping this year. Redfall, Starfield. We had Hi-Fi Rush earlier this year. We got Forza Motorsport. Hopefully Hellblade drops. This year's E3 or Xbox Game Showcase, they're probably going to show Compulsion new game, maybe the Coalition. What the Coalition working on? What is IO Interactive working on? That Dragon game. They have so much shit in development. Bro, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. It's going to be a slaughterhouse. And you can't tell me it's not. Yes, PlayStation still have their little games here and there, but they're working on all these games as a service.
You talking about changes. What's PlayStation doing right now? They're making changes.
They're making changes.
They know they could lose these IPs. They know that their game's not hitting where it should be hitting, the money as well. That's why they invested into 10 studios. That's why they invested into studios. Buying smaller studios. Why they want to go to the PC platform? That's why they got Nixus. Because they know the first party studios are dog shit when it comes to PC porting.
Yep.
That's what they got proof. Nixus for. We have proof. There's a reason why they got Nixus for. because they know the in-house studios can't do shit when you compare them to Microsoft Studios. And honestly, guys, it will be the greatest generation ever. The greatest gen. I'm talking about the variety of games, bro. Starfield, Red. Look at the games coming out this year, first party alone. Forget about your second or third party games or games dropping in Game Pass. High Five Rush. Listen to me. I want you to go by this. High Five Rush. Now we're gonna move to Redfall. Is that a different genre?
Absolutely.
Redfall, either let's say Forza Motorsport. Is that a different genre?
Yes, it is.
Forza Motorsport to Starfield. Is that a different genre?
Yes, it is.
Starfield to Hellblade 2. Is that a different genre?
Yes, it is.
Look at the games. Look at the diverse games play. It's no one's gonna be doing it like Xbox when it comes to this gen. I'm telling you right now, every game you're talking about, it'll be for everybody and different, unique experiences.
Yep. And that's gonna be incredible, Sean. 108 Dragons with the fight. Xbox took Xbox took an L. Suck it up. We in our bag now. Stop with the damn denial, Zing. You my guy, but you never say anything bad about Xbox, bro. Keep it real. Listen, that's all I'm trying to say. Xbox took an L. I'm gonna say this again. They admitted it themselves. They took an L. They made some bad decisions last generation, but look at them now. Look at them now. That's all I be trying to say, man. I agree. So thanks to like 108, bro. They're in that, like you said, they're in their bag right now, bro. You can't say they're not. Pony's trying their best, but look at Jim Ryan crying over the moves Xbox is making. Shit, bro. They're crying over the move Xbox is making because Xbox is a serious threat. And us Xbox guys, us Xbox gamers that's been loyal from day one through the ups and the downs, we're going to benefit from that shit. We're going to be the ones that's benefiting from, Xbox, these titles. And look, man, every console have a bad generation. Nintendo had a few. PlayStation 3 was a down generation for PlayStation. Who are we to say Xbox One wasn't a down generation for them? It was. It's okay, though. They're really in their bag right now. Like 108 said, it's okay, man. The shit they're doing is incredible. But look, I love my Xbox One. I'm not saying I didn't I love my Xbox One, especially the Xbox One X. All I'm saying is that we remember what happened. I remember what happened. And we're moving to a part where Xbox, man, listen, I'm not saying Xbox will ever outsell PlayStation worldwide because I don't know. But I will tell you this. PlayStation is aware what Xbox is doing, and they are scared to death because they've never seen an Xbox like this before. They're buying fucking publishers. And Jim Ryan and PlayStation is scared to death. They up there, Jim Ryan is out there lying, saying it's going to kill our business if one multi-platform game leave, and it's not even leaving. Now he's saying if it's worse on the PlayStation, it's going to kill our business. We can't recover. Just let that sink in. They're saying they can't recover if Call of Duty is better on the Xbox.
If it's better looking, better resolution or some shit. Have you ever
crazy.
heard of that shit, bro?
I've never heard of that in my life. I never heard of it in my life, man.
Yo, it's like it reminds me of 1080p makes you a better gamer.
Right.
It's like going back, 1800p makes you a better gamer. Like, come on, man.
Yo, Nano G, that Xbox One X, bro, that console, dog. Like I told Shad, the only thing like about the Xbox One X that I regret or don't like was that we only spent 3 years with that bitch. Because that console was phenomenal, bro. And if that was the launch console, that Xbox One X was a monster, bro. An absolute monster. Jason Redmond with the 10. Xbox first party IP should only be on Xbox. PlayStation has its first party only on PlayStation, and Nintendo has its first party only on Nintendo. Ponies need to stop complaining. Facts, Jason Redmond.
Facts.
That's where exclusives have always been a part of the industry, a part of life. You can't go to McDonald's and get a Whopper. You can't go to Wendy's to get a Big Mac. They're exclusive to those restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's a sandwich that's similar, it's still the name Big Mac is at McDonald's.
Indeed.
So that's life, bro. That's life. Exclusives have always been a part of the industry. And nowadays, that shit is crazy. The crime we're seeing, bro, because Xbox is buying publishers. People say, well, those games used to be multi-plat. Yeah, PlayStation has a lot of games that used to be multi-plats also. It's a bunch of games that used to be multi-plats that PlayStation made exclusive. Okay, it's fine, it's business. But at the same time, when Xbox does shit like that, stop crying. You can't say that's wrong when Xbox does it, but it's great when PlayStation does it. No, that ain't fair, man. Looney Boy with the 5. What games that have already been announced do you think will be shown or teased at the showcase? I'm hoping Everwild and Perfect Dark. This year, I really think I think they're going to show Avowed. They're going to show Hellblade 2.
Yep.
What's the and I'm thinking I don't think Everwild is ready. I think either State of Decay 3 or Perfect Dark. I think they'll show Fable next year.
I think they might hold off on Fable because that team can do what it wants to do.
Yeah, I think they'll show Fable next year.
They deserved it, so they can sit back a bit and just work on the game to perfection. I do agree. Like I said, we will see Hellblade 2 as well. And I believe you'll see an Exile new game.
Ooh.
I do believe that. I think that's the game people are like. I remember that interview with Phil Spencer and Larry, I believe. And he talked about, have you seen that game? That was one of the big reasons why they push on in Exile, I believe. Like, let's get the studio. Look at the game they're making, that RPG style, cyberpunk type of game. I believe they're going to show that game. And maybe listen, we were Indiana Jones.
You think they're going to show it this year?
They teased it in 2021. So I'm assuming 2 years, bro. Come on, man. They must have something cooking now.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to show it yet. Maybe next year. Okay, so, but he actually is what? Announced games.
Oh,
say.
Oh, sorry.
He said announced games, yeah. Well, I mean, Indiana Jones, obviously, that's announced.
That's announced, yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, I think Avowed, Hellblade 2 are,
Well,
there are one, listen, I think Avowed and
meant.
Hellblade 2 are 100% guaranteed to be shown this year. Absolutely.
Looney Boy's doubling down with it too. He goes, I'm saying including teasers, even if it's not ready. They can tease Gear 6 as well.
I think they might. You know what, Sean? I think they might tease Gear 6. They might,
reckon,
bro.
yeah. Show like a great like cinematic Unreal Engine 5, like, you know, an engine tech or something.
Ooh,
they might show something like that.
Yeah, they might, bro. So Long Little Black Mama said Hellblade, Avowed, Contraband. I think Contraband is going to be shown this year too, Sean. And it will release next year.
2020.
And it will release next year. Yeah, I think it was 2021 when they announced it. E3 2021. I think they're going to show it this year and then release it next year. Yeah, bro. Do you hear what we're saying? We're talking about fucking games. We're talking about the future of Xbox. They have so many games. We're up here debating what are they going to show this year. We weren't doing that shit in 2017. Bro, and let me get Xbox some credit for one thing. I do believe PlayStation will probably have a showcase this year. Even during the years where Xbox didn't have much in development, they always had a fucking E3.
Yeah, give them credit for that. No,
they always had E3. Even though some of them might not have been great, they still had an E3 in 2017, 2018, 2019. They still had a freaking E3, bro. PlayStation didn't have enough to show last year. They said, fuck it, we ain't going to have no show. I do believe they'll have something this year where they'll show off maybe Spider-Man 2, a little Wolverine or something. I do believe. Now, it'll be funny as hell if they don't have an E3 or like a showcase. That would be some funny shit. But I give Xbox credit. They always had an E3, bro. Nando G. Oh, sorry. You showing something?
No, go for it.
Oh, shit.
Go for the super chat and read it out. Then we'll do the Stone Cold shit.
Nano G with the 5. Welp, once the deal goes through, we'll have Spider-Man back on Xbox. Can't wait for the Web of Shadow remake. Oh shit. I do know I know Activision did publish those games, but I don't think they can bring
The
them back.
license, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they can bring them back. Like
Let me get this before. Rare member for 9 months to POS. Because I will listen later, but there is the Wesley Snipes of the Xbox community, and Sean and Dog have the same forehead. There's levels to this. You piece of shit.
Hey man, hold on. Justin March asked a damn good question.
Go for it. Let's see what he asked.
Said, "Do you boys want a Gears 6 or a Gears 2 remake more?"
6, bro. 6.
I would say Gears 6, but a Gears 2 remake sounds great, bro.
Why not both?
Why not, bro? I would say Gears 6 though. But I was playing Gears 4 the other day.
Great looking game,
bro.
The color palette,
amazing.
The color palette on that game is beautiful.
You know, like people said Gears 4 was like more Gears, which it was, but Gears 4 was actually pretty damn good to me. And they made that game in 3 years.
Game, so
yeah, that game was pretty good, bro. Gears 5 was also pretty good. But Gears 4 doesn't get the credit it deserves. I guess people it's just another Gears game, but that shit was fire. Like you said, the color, the graphics still look great on that game.
Because it was more for closed box compared to number 5. Number 5 kind of went a bit open, so
yeah,
it had to take a hit somewhere.
I mean,
I think they're going back to close.
I think they should. Yeah. Listen, Gears 5 still looked amazing, except for that one red sand level. That level looked cartoony to me for some reason. I don't know why. But let me tell you something. Gears 4 was the first game I played on the Xbox One X, and you saw it instantly. I instantly saw the higher resolution. It just looked incredible. The Xbox One X, man, I love that. I'll tell you, bro, that console, Sean, I told you that console was the shit for me, bro.
We might have to revisit. We'll do a live stream of 2016, bro, 2017, whatever.
I think 2017 is when they actually showed off the console. Yeah. 2016 is when they announced, Project Scorpio.
Consoles,
yeah. Looney Boy with the 5. I want them to show Everwild, Perfect Dark, and State of Decay 3 because those negative hit pieces of those studio dev cycles. Shut up, haters.
Facts, bro, that's a good one.
Yeah. Everwild, they said they kind of rebooted Everwild. They started over. So Everwild's probably 2025 title. Perfect Dark. I think if we don't see it this year, we'll definitely see it next year. I think we might get a teaser this year, though. Maybe. I'm sorry. Will made it with the 2 TTS. Thank you, Will. We will do
that. There's so many. Do you know what I love about it? There, all of these guys are bringing games up, bro. Remember, you were like in 2017, like, yeah, man, what are they gonna show?
We was hoping, bro.
Halo.
We ain't no shit. We was hoping and praying they had some new shit, and we really didn't get it until 2020. 2020, that's when they really showed some new IPs, some new games in development. He was like, yeah. And 2021 was even better, Long Live the Black Mamba with the 2 Gears remakes and collection first, then Gears 6. Okay, I'm gonna say this: if they're doing a remake, okay, I would be okay with that. Then Gears 6 will be next year or whatever. I would be okay with that if they're gonna do a remake first. Looney Boy with the 5. If Hellblade 2 and Project Mara are any indication of Unreal 5, State of Decay 3 gonna be sick, bro. I can't wait for State of Decay 3. Yeah, they're different developers, but man,
let's go.
Hey, make sure you forget about Project Mara, bro.
Yeah, but they gotta focus on Hellblade 2 first.
Yeah. All right, so hold on, let me get this one. Will made it with the 5. I'm stationed overseas, so I can never catch WBZ live, but it's Xbox versus everybody. Team Green over everything. Talk that shit, Will.
Shout out to you, Will, man. We appreciate it as well, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you, bro. All right, let's go, Sean. Are you ready?
Yep.
Age of the Empires. Haval. Contraband. Flute. Everwild. Fable. Forza Horizon, Motorsport, Why Tokyo, Grounded, Halo Infinite, Blade 2, Fire Rush, Anna Jones. All right, it's too much. Minecraft Legend, Pentiment and Perfect Dark, Redfall and Sea of Thieves, Starfield State of Decay 3, The Outer Worlds, my auntie.
Games. I said games. Coming day one. Game Pass. I said Game Pass. $1. Stinky ass ponies. Working them street corners. $70. $70 for them dog shit games. Stinky ass ponies. The bleach ass. And kiss my ass.
Mr.
Do you see what we talking about, guys? Look at the games I just mentioned. Forget about ABK deal at the moment.
Right.
Forget about ABK and other future publishers and studios at the moment. Let's talk about the games just now, guys. It's gonna be the greatest fucking generation of all time. I'm willing to put money on that bitch.
Hey, Sean, right. We ain't even talking about the ABK deal right now. This is the games, bro. Oh, my God, man. Mr. Elder with the 5. Don't need no remakes. PlayStation is the remake station. That's true. It is the damn remake station. I think they're going to have some more remakes in the future, bro. I think they're, they got the Silent Hill. I think Metal Gear might be a thing, you know what I'm saying, over there. They're remaking shit because they don't really listen. Let's be honest. We know they have things in development. Just like Xbox got stuff in development. We know Sucker Punch is probably doing Ghost of Tsushima 2, which, will probably be dope. We know Insomniac doing Wolverine and Spider-Man 2. Naughty Dog doing Factions. They're doing something else also, but that's probably ways away. Sony Santa Monica, their next game is ways away because, of course, God of War came out last year. And these new studios they have, they pretty much just started development on their games. I'm expecting PlayStation to have more third-party deals, more third-party exclusives. I mean, I guess it's the right thing to do since your first party is not ready, but I'm definitely expecting some more of that. Like Stellar Blade and that other samurai game that they have exclusive. So. Looney Boy to 5. All I'm saying is everybody thought Hellblade 2 was CGI. LOL. Unreal Engine 5 is a beast. What if State of Decay actually look like the teaser graphically? Yo. That would be the biggest glow up in history of gaming. State of Decay 2, it looks decent now. But it's not
updates,
yeah, but it's not a graphical masterpiece and nothing like that. If they go from State of Decay 2 to State of Decay 3 looking like something similar to that damn teaser trailer, boy, that's the biggest glow up of all time.
100%. That shows you that this studio's always had talent, but always suffered with budget, money, time, resources. And you've seen that with Hellblade 2. People still don't believe it. That was gameplay from 2021. They still don't believe it. That wasn't gameplay. That was on rails.
Oh,
we need to see more.
Snooki Jackson, you're absolutely right. I say all the time, what is id Software next game?
That's what I'm trying to say. There's so much going on right now, guys. We don't even know. Guys, listen, I'm going to say something. We ain't ready for it. You think this year is going to be a dope year? Yeah. Next year and the year after that, it's going to be crazy. 4 or 5 games per year, first party, not including your second and your Game Pass Day 1 drops as well. On top of that,
hey, Jim Ryan 3 and PP said Wolverine comes to PC. He gonna look like a crackhead werewolf too. You damn right he is. So General Spartan said that Sean Layden liked Days Gone, but Jim Ryan didn't. Listen, I like Days Gone, man. I thought it was pretty good.
Gone.
Yeah,
I thought it was like 8 hours too long.
Yeah, it was a little too long. I agree with
And the performance took a hit, but that was PlayStation PS4 Pro's fault.
Because anybody can get it.
Woo!
that. Ray Ray said remake Enslave. You know what? I never finished Enslave, but the game was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was pretty decent. Oh, you never played it before?
I don't think I played it.
It is BC, bro. It is BC.
Is it BC, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ninja Theory, man. See, that's unfortunate about Ninja Theory, bro. They're such a good developer, but their games didn't always sell. Like Enslave flopped. It was a critical hit, but sales, it didn't sell well. We know people didn't like DMC. I liked it. I liked that DMC game, bro. I finished it on the Xbox 360, and I finished it when they re-released it on the Xbox One and PS4. I liked it, but people just didn't like it as much. I thought it was dope. You know, like Hellblade. It's so good for the budget, but it didn't kill it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully,
Hey, the beauty of this right now, when that Hellblade, when it sold 250k on PlayStation 4, it's probably done about 354. I'm not sure how much it's done now, but they don't need to worry about sales anymore.
They don't, bro.
Just
like
make the
Arcane.
best game.
Just like Arcane, bro. You know, shit, man. Redfall a month away, bro. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped. Long Live the Black Mamba with the 5. I watched an old WBG where King was on, and he said the studio was working on getting State of Decay 3 graphics like the trailer. So it's possible. Yeah, man. I remember when he said that. Yeah, now that trailer with CGI, if they can get that shit looking similar to that, boy.
That's a massive upgrade from part 2.
Yeah, it is, man.
Anyway, let's transition to bloody everyone. This topic for ages.
Oh shit.
Let's transition to the handhelds.
Oh,
Talking about handhelds.
We talking about handhelds?
Talking about handhelds. Now listen to me, guys. Xbox, anybody in the chat from Xbox, if you're listening, please do not invest. Don't spend your time, resources on a dog shit handheld, first of all. Let your third parties deal with it. You got Steam Deck, boom. You got the Logic G Cloud, boom. You got Razer Edge, whatever you want to call it, boom. Now we got this new Asus ROG or something. Let them dudes deal with it. You putting your games everywhere. Xbox, you putting your games everywhere. Let them guys deal with it, and you just focus on the Xbox and the games. Game Pass. That's all I want you to do right now. Nothing else, nothing more. Now, when it comes to PlayStation, they're known for hardware because they rely on hardware. Sales. PlayStation sold 30 million sales. PlayStation is doing this. Listen, bro. If PlayStation is making a handheld, and the only reason why they're making a handheld, do you know why they?
Why?
It's because they don't put the games day one on PC, and they want all of that money. They want even the second and third party games. They want that money. They want it in house. They don't want to put the games on PC and sell it so they don't get the revenue. They will make that 100% committed to the PlayStation Store only. This is why they're talking about what they're online only, remote play. PlayStation. You send the. Let me pull it up for a second. You're there. I gotta get the door. Someone's knocking. 1 second.
Okay. Rumor: PlayStation is working on a handheld device codenamed Q Lite. Connects directly to your PS5 using remote play. Always online device. Features adaptive triggers. 8-inch touchscreen. Releasing before the rumored PS5 Pro in holiday 2024. What the fuck is this shit? What is this shit? So you got to stay in your house with a handheld? You can't leave your house because you have to be connected to your PS5 with remote play? What's the purpose of this shit? How much is it going to cost? $200? This is ridiculous. Nobody wants this shit. Nobody wants this. And the PS5 Pro is a dumb idea too. Man, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It just doesn't seem like it's necessary. And this is going to be first party. I could see if it was a third party, but this is supposed to be a first party, bro. PlayStation is working on this. They're doing shit like Sega. Remember how Sega, So when they had the Sega Genesis,
I'm
the
back.
Sega CD, the Sega 32X, they had all that bullshit hardware, and it turned people off. Like, what is this shit, man? Sky sales will be $500. They can't charge $500 for that shit. You got to be stuck in the house. What's the purpose of this, Sean? What's the purpose of having a handheld that you still got to stay in the house with?
You know what? I really do believe that if it's gonna be remote play only, use it online, always online there.
Always online? What?
What? Unbelievable, isn't it? I reckon honestly do believe they don't want like Xbox is okay. Put Game Pass anywhere. We don't care. Steam, they put our games on Steam. Buy your second and third party games there. It doesn't matter. PlayStation wants all of that revenue because they're tramps. They want it. First of all, they don't even have a PlayStation store. They're supposed to have one on PC. I'm not sure what's going on right there. They don't do day one drops. So when you make a handheld device, there, unlike the Steam Deck, you can Steam Deck is an open platform. You can play anything on that. All of the games, like Steam Deck, there. If you're buying like Dead Space or Resident Evil 4, PlayStation isn't making shit on that.
Mm.
This is why I reckon this is why they're doing a remote play only. Dedicated to the PlayStation only, because when you buy your games on PlayStation, PlayStation gets a cut out of that.
Right.
They'll get 30% from Resident Evil, 30% from Dead Space remake. They don't want to get rid of that income. If they allow like an open platform, they won't make that money. And I reckon this is why they're doing it. And I listened to some dog shit podcasts as well, and I got the receipts ready. Not a few days ago it was. I've got it locked down. They don't believe in the handheld. They think Tom Henderson's full of shit and Jeff Grubb is full of shit. So I've got that locked down. And when the time comes, I will have them clips ready when the time comes. Unless they delete the podcast.
Right. Eternal to Die with the 10. Good afternoon, everyone. Even IDA Xbox is doing some work while Jim Ryan is working on more tiers. No wonder these past days, United States Midwest had major tornado storms due to Jim Ryan's tantrums. Talk that shit, Eternal to Die. Yeah, man. It was the Midwest kind of got hit. I'm technically in the Midwest. They technically call Detroit the Midwest, but we had a little storm, but it wasn't much.
Yeah, like that. He like. What do you think of that? Like, do you reckon if this is legit? I reckon it is, because we're hearing about PS5 Slim, PS5 Pro, handheld right now. I think they're trying to expand the player base, trying to get more customers than that, but they're trying to keep it within their own ecosystem as well, because they're not dropping the games day and day on PC as of right now. So they're trying to expand the market, and if it's always online and you need a PlayStation 5, just think about this there. You need a PlayStation 5 to run that shit. That's like the VR bullshit once again. Pay $550 for the PlayStation 5 and pay like $299, $350 for this online streaming device. You gotta have 2 items to make this shit work. Yo, I wish this is legit. Because I want to see it fail. Because I want to talk that shit. I want it to fail. Open that shit up. I have a boy Deploy619 in the chat. If he's in the chat right now, he has a Logic G Cloud. I believe he paid like $350 for that shit. He can play all of the cloud games on that. It's always online, but all of the cloud gaming, GeForce Now, xCloud, wherever the other motherfucking cloud services are. At least that gives you the option to play that. This is dedicated to PlayStation only. Nobody else, unless you hack it. The way it's looking. Sony are tramps. Scumbags. Scum of the universe. That's what they are, player.
Tramps. Scum of the universe. Dirt.
Get the supers before we get into it.
Dirt. Get the supers. Dirt. We got Jonas the Dad with the 2 PlayStation going so Sega. This could be the last one. Oh shit.
Talk that shit, Jonas the Dad. Talk that shit.
Talk that shit. We got Jason Redman with the 5. PlayStation 5 does not have RDNX 2 ray tracing hardware or other features that series consoles have. PlayStation needs a Pro model. Oh shit. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I still don't think they need it right now. Just my opinion, you know? I just think they need to focus on, you know, I don't know. It's a little bit too quick because everybody said that the PS4 Pro, they kind of made that for VR. Maybe they're doing a PS5 Pro for that too, huh, Sean?
That's what maybe it is. Maybe they want to try to power it or some shit.
Yeah.
You know they believe in the hardware's like they hardware sells. They love them sales number. I'm not. It would not surprise me one bit if they drop the shit. It won't surprise me. The handheld, the PS5 Pro, they said Tom Anderson and Jeff Grubb and these guys are full of shit. I can't wait when that day happens. I reckon they'll announce it late this year and try to launch it early next year, the handheld, if it is legit 100%.
Yeah. If Jeff Grubb and Tom Henderson said it might be true, bro. Just like Tom Henderson said the PS5 Pro was a real thing. I guess we'll see. I just don't think it makes sense, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now, like I said earlier, Sean, all this hardware and all this shit, bro. They out there looking like Sega, bro. Sega with all that hardware they have, before the Sega Saturn, people was like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, you never know. Like King said, no PlayStation 6.
King said it like 2 years ago, didn't he? Shit, he might be on to something, man. But I'm not gonna say that yet. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens in that, man. I know.
Rick James. Many legs
man.
like linguine.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. Man, what a great show player. But guess what time is it, killer?
What time it is, bro?
Time to talk that shit.
It's We Believe Green, baby.
Welcome to Rocking with the Chat, guys. This is the last part of the show. This is the part of the show where we drop a link in the chat. You allow access on your microphone and your camera. You can use your mobile phone. You do not need a PC. If you do, fair plays and that. We drop a link in the chat. Click the link. Allow access. And you'll be in the waiting room. Everybody gets 2 minutes to talk that shit. So let's go play.
First of all, I don't need an introduction. First of all, I've never said Microsoft didn't do any wrong. First, Job isn't walking the streets around here. That's the closest one we know of somebody that was almost perfect. Okay? Nowhere can you catch me saying that. Rand is fucking stupid. I'm talking about business here. Nobody is more quick. Hold on. Dirt, you said all that shit. What did Rand do to you? Dirt, let me finish my here's where Rand and I started a long time ago. Rand was in dealers chat a long time ago. This is years ago. I think it was dealers chat and it was live chat. He said, I said, oh, this is around the time when Bungie left. And I said, the main writers are at Microsoft right now. And I mentioned Kiki Wolfkill, Joseph Staten had come back, and Frank O'Connor. And Rand laughed. He said, Frank O'Connor, he's a community organizer. I said, excuse me? I said, Frank O'Connor was writing ever since Halo 2. What are you talking about? See, Google gave him the wrong information. All right. He hated me ever since then. Even I was on Coach Show years ago. Years later, I was on Coach chat. And Rand was a part of the show, and I said something. I don't even know what I said. I didn't even say anything. And soon as Rand saw Others Inc., he deleted me. Coach said, "Hey man, Others Inc. is a good guy. He's always in the chat. Why did you delete him?" But I knew what it was about. So don't come to me with this Rand shit. And I listen to what people say. Number one, the first thing about marketing, we're taught to listen. I listen to what they say. I listen to what Jez says. I get tired of them misrepresenting shit and then fall back and say I'm an Xbox guy. Okay. I don't ever say anyone is perfect. But when you're talking about I told people what Sony was about long before Sony even had a console. I knew this shit over 30 years ago in college. Now the whole world knows what a piece of shit Sony actually is. They're actually like that. I need my time back, Dirk, because you asked me a question about that piece of shit ran. Okay. And I told you why. But back to the reason I called there, I called here is because of that. I don't go around saying people are perfect when they're not. But when you talk about something that I'm degreed in and I'm a professional at, no, I have an edge about it. Just like people respect Hogue, hey, you don't have to respect it. You don't have to believe what I say, but you'll never find where I was wrong talking about business ever. I was on Rocking with the Chat over a year ago, and I gave you guys the reason, the real reason why that deal, that ABK deal was 100% going through without stop. They didn't have to give anything up. Even Post Up said it's going to take them 3 years to get acclimated to Activision. No, it's not. In 3 years, they're going to double the value, the net worth of Call of Duty. You watch. Just like it's way over quadruple what they did to Minecraft, from 2.4 billion when they were so-called dying in 2013, 2014, when they were purchased. And now it's worth north of $30 billion. And people say what they were failing to do. They were hot in 1999 when the world's greatest businessmen said, hey, we're going to do this. Okay. And just like people that listen to us in the chat, I always say I'm with the people of the chat. You don't necessarily have to have a business degree. Bill Gates doesn't. He was too smart for college. I wasn't. It took me 5 years. This guy supported Microsoft, supported the Xbox since 1999. On 100 show, I told them the methodology of Microsoft because we studied them. Before that video, that documentary aired, I told people that's how they operate, and the video showed it. You don't have the world's greatest businessmen support them for 3 years. I knew they were never going anywhere. Bill Gates hates Sony. He hates them. Hey, here's what I really wanted to talk about today before I was interrupted by the show today, was where's Jason Schreier at? Where's Jason Schreier talking about The Last of Us? Where is he? Where are all of these Xbox YouTubers that talked all of this shit since July 2020 about a demo? Where are they at? They talked shit about Halo every single show for damn near 3 years. Now people gonna have one show about The Last of Us and the great fucking Naughty Dog and the debacle that is The Last of Us on PC. That's what I really wanted to talk about. Y'all take it easy.
All right. Listen, man. I appreciate the support. Zing, you listen, you stop by every week. But Rand is a friend of the show, man. I'm not saying you can't criticize him, but it seems like you go after Xbox guys that don't kiss Xbox ass all day. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's just my opinion. Kendrick Star, what's up, bro?
What up, killer?
Hey, what's up, Dirk? What's up, Sean? How y'all doing?
What's happening, man?
What's happening? So I guess I want to talk about the Xbox One thing just a little bit. Like, I think everybody give Diane Matrick a bad rap. Like, because when the Wii came out, that just caught fire. Like, everybody was doing motion gaming. My mom bought a Wii. I don't know if she played it, but she bought one. Because, the little motion control. PlayStation tried it with the Move. That was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It failed.
Yeah.
When Diane Matrick came out with that Kinect, that thing was the highest selling device ever made. Period.
Absolutely.
Better than iPhone, better than iPads, everything. However, it was fool's gold. So even though they made all that money, when they came out with the Xbox One, he bundled it in. This was his first problem. He bundled it in, which increased the price of the Xbox One to $500. And then because Sony rushed out the PlayStation 4 before Xbox knew it was coming out, they had to just quickly put some stuff together, Xbox One, so it wasn't as powerful. So you had a console that wasn't as powerful, but it wasn't as powerful as a PlayStation, but it cost more than PlayStation. That killed it. The other thing that killed it is people Diametric just ain't a likable guy. You know what I'm saying? People, like, he kind of goofy looking and, he just wasn't a likable guy. You know what I'm saying? But people, it's not his fault because you got to remember, Steve Ballmer. If you watch those Microsoft documentaries they came out with, Microsoft's main reason to bring out the Xbox was to have a console box that was supposed to be the living room set-top box.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Xbox One, that's what that was supposed to be. That was supposed to be the ultimate version of that. So, and then not only that, he brought out games. Like that whole game, Xbox ain't had no games didn't come out until, to be honest, until Phil Spencer took over. That's when Xbox ain't had no games. Now, with that said, Phil Spencer ain't a bad guy either, because I don't think Xbox would have bought all those companies without Phil Spencer being there. Like Phil Spencer was the reason why we were able to buy Activision, the reason why we were able to buy these other companies. And also, this new CEO, Satya Nadella, I'm almost done. He came from streaming. Right? He came from that streaming service and like Office and stuff. So when he came over to Xbox, he was like, hey, y'all need to do something with streaming. If you can't do that with this Xbox, you need to get rid of it. So it wasn't Phil Spencer that came up with Game Pass. It was the CEO, Satya Nadella. And that's why they're on this track, is because the CEO, remember, under the old CEO, they was trying to make a set-top box in the living room. That's why he had HDMI in for cable and all that stuff. Don't know, you know what I'm saying? That was what that device was. So they just, you know, that market was that was just wrong for the market at that time. But I'm done, man. I'm just saying, you know, y'all got a great show. I still rock with y'all. So and also, man, let's stop hating on our Xbox guys, man.
I agree.
I
I agree with it.
Look, I got a problem with some people because they ban me for some stuff. I just don't rock with them, but I ain't gonna talk about them. If they, you know, let them do their thing, man. I ain't got to bring it up. So, hey, you guys keep doing what y'all doing, man, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Take care, killer.
Hey, yo, Kid Star, thank you, man. You know, I agree with most of everything you said. I guess the only thing I will disagree with, that Don Matrick, like the first Connect was a huge success, but because it was such a success, he failed to realize that motion gaming kind of had, you know, it wasn't as popular anymore, and he put it in the Xbox One box, and like you said, made it $100 more, and that's what kind of hurt it. But I mean, Don wasn't the worst guy in the world, and back in the day, all that shit was fire to me. All the extra shit the Xbox did, it was dope, but in the long run, it did hurt them. Jonas the Dad, what's up, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
What up, killer?
Hey, hi from the West Coast. I'm over here in very soggy Oregon.
Oh, shit.
Wanted to bop in and you know, say thank you guys for you know, keeping it real and giving us all somewhere to hang out and talk that shit and, you know, have a good time and, you know, kind of poke some fun when it's needed. You know, personally, I think PlayStation is really gonna end up going the way of Sega because they're just gonna make more money being a software provider. You know, if you're barely breaking even on the boxes, that's not, you know, they don't have the pockets that Microsoft does to be able to sustain that, and they don't want PS Plus to be a true Game Pass competitor, so they're not doing the investments in there. Either they got to go day and date to, you know, drive up that subscription model to make all that money. Like my 25 million people, even at $10 a month, that's $250 million a month in Game Pass revenue. That's just ridiculous. So either Sony has to update or they got to go the way of Sega and just go third party. And, you know, I look forward to playing Spider-Man 3 on Game Pass.
Post that shit, player.
But you guys have a great one. Just popping in on my lunch. I love listening to you guys. You guys are great. Keep it up and, you know, have some fun.
Thank you, Jonas. We appreciate you, bro. Hey, so we got Raiden Blade, then Deploy, then 108, then Javier. Thank you, Jonas. Raiden Blade, what's on your mind, man?
Hey, fellas, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So, what am I going to say today? Well, I'm about to play some Ghostwire Tokyo. Thank you very much, Game Pass. Don't have to spend 70 quid for it. Fantastic.
Play it now. You play it now?
I'm gonna play it in a few minutes. Yep. I'm just downloading it now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's one. Two, why is Jim still crying? Oh no, really. Okay, so you get off and say, oh, you guys are so fantastic, you're wonderful, you know everything. Perfect. Yeah, you see where we're coming from, you understand us. That's phase one. The mutation, phase two. You guys are what? This is not right, this is wrong. You guys don't see what's going on here. What are you crying for? They got to phase two. They find you for lying. So you're lying. Your own government says you're lying. Okay? They approve it faster than you can say you tie your shoelaces. You know? You're a liar. Stop lying, Jim. Okay? In life, if you lie and get caught lying, guess what happens? Everyone look at you like you are a fool. Okay? That's simple as it is. Jim, you're a lying fool. I'm sorry, but those who follow Jim and lick his balls, continue to press up, okay? Because that's what they're doing. That's what they're all doing. Okay? They can't bring one bit of evidence. Okay, Last of Us remake. Why is it looking so shit? Iron Lords, no disrespect, guys. Love your show. You guys always get your facts, but don't put that on Iron Galaxy because that drunk man came out first time in print in black and white and said they were doing it to begin with. They started porting it. They were ones dealing with it. It was not Iron Galaxy. They came in afterwards to put in the finished touches. Whatever finished touches they were doing, I have no idea. What I do know is no one can talk shit about Halo and Craig ever again. Because I will just say, Joel, hello, Joel. How you doing? Joe, me golf club. How you doing, Joe? That's what I'm gonna say. Guys, happy Easter. I'm out.
He's out, bro.
Talk that
hey,
shit,
Joel is a
player.
crackhead werewolf, man. And we got Deployed next and One Away, Javier, Zodiac, and who's Hector the Macho Man. All right, brother.
Yeah,
Deployed, my
happened.
favorite mailman.
Deploy,
What's up
going
with
on,
you?
killer?
What's up? I can't really say nothing about the pony. They TTSing on them fucking cells. On the third
Right.
like they crying for Redfall because they ain't got no games. That's why they want Redfall. I turned that PlayStation fucking 5 on like in 6 months. It just collected
Talk that
dust.
shit.
Right.
You know, it's like
mine too, bro. I turned mine
right,
on.
right. It's like there's too many games dropping on Game Pass. Every time I think about playing the PlayStation, it's like, well, fuck, another game dropped on Game Pass. Fuck it. Play my Xbox. I got a G Cloud. I can fucking remote play with the G Cloud. I don't need no fucking handheld from Sony.
Talk that shit.
What the fuck is they doing? And they got all these multiplayer games coming. They late. They too late, bro. In my opinion, it's like too much competition. You know what I mean? Like they should have did it last year when they was dominating. They could have took the risk then, but they didn't. They cry for Call of Duty, and what's going to happen because people are going to buy the Xbox for Call of Duty, then they're going to discover these Xbox games that they was dogging last generation.
Right.
And they're going to find out these games are actually good. So they're going to start playing all the Gears and Halos and all the game Forzas and shit. That's what they're afraid of.
Bro, that's a great
And then,
point.
right. And then how I became a bot. Remember, I told you I got arrested for that having that PS2. You know, but my friends moved to LA and we went to go visit them one day and they had this big ass thing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's always an Xbox. They had a Halo and like wrestling game and something else. Man, we got drunk. We played Halo all fucking night. As soon as I got back to San Diego, I went to the what's called EB Games at the time. It wasn't GameStop, it was EB Games. Remember EB Games? Yeah.
Yep.
I went down there, took my motherfucking PS2, all my games, traded that motherfucker in for Xbox, got the controller, and that's when they already had that S controller was already available. The little smaller one.
The smaller one, yeah.
Right. So I got that, and me and my homeboy played Halo all fucking night. And others said, all y'all ain't shit. I'm out.
Talk that shit, man. Shout out to
y'all have a good weekend, man.
Homie, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
Shout out to the homie Deploy. Oh man. So we got the homie 108. What's up with you, bro?
Yo, what's good, motherfuckers?
What's up, man?
First of all, there's maybe three. Well, three, because of course my ILP brothers, but there's two podcasts that if I don't catch live, I got a fucking problem. That would be WBG and TTS.
My homie.
You motherfuckers are the mans. But I'm gonna say this, Jim Ryan, you punk bitch. Go out there, put on that thong with the motherfucking laced stockings and go get my motherfucking money off that corner. These ponies are turning on each other like when two mantises mate and the female kills the fucking father. It is disgusting in these streets. And you know what? We've been taking so much motherfucking abuse for years from ponies. And you know, the ponies are scrambling right now because you got the guys who make sense, but them motherfuckers is outnumbered by the idiots. So now they turning on each other. Twitter is looking great these days. It's been quiet. First thing Jim Ryan do is surface with some bullshit. First, he starts off flying to the CMA, was like, I went to college with two of the guys that's on the panel. And now, them niggas is irrational. They can't believe of the turnaround on Microsoft. Nigga, you went up there with a bunch of fucking lies. No facts. That's what ponies do, right? They don't fucking work on facts. They just say shit. Just like their fucking immortal leader. How can you bring back Jack Trenton, motherfucker?
Right,
Jack
Jack
Trenton fucking had Sony popping. That nigga said, I got the bag, I'm out. And I'm gonna tell you why PlayStation ain't gonna be a Sega. Because they fucking financially hold the rest of Sony down. If they don't have fucking PlayStation, their movie division is crushed. It's over. They're bleeding money like a pig in sweat. Shit is crazy.
Damn.
And Jim, I'm gonna take your ass for child support. You better claim that motherfucking Dreamcast guy. You in the Riz, nigga. God damn it. And how can these ponies claim a boss who don't even play games? He just do numbers.
Facts.
Ponies, stop trying to commit suicide. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, 108.
Talk that
The
shit,
homie
man.
108. Hey,
Shout
man,
out
I
to
love
108.
it, bro.
This got his podcast tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Dragons
Yeah,
Den.
we might have post up on the mall. Shit gonna get real different.
Yeah, talk that shit, bro.
Talk
Love
that
it.
shit,
Love
player,
it.
man.
All
right,
Take
108.
care, player.
108 be talking that shit. I love it.
Shit.
We got Javier, we got Zodiac, we got Hector, then we got Oracular. Oracular. Shit, I can't think of his name.
That shit.
Oracular.
That shit was funny with 108. That shit was funny.
Oracular.
Javier, what's happening? It's like I told you yesterday there in the comment. I come off work at 4 p.m. and I instantly see on YouTube, seeing how you're gonna have a Dark Man podcast. I'm like, and I see Jim Ryan crying. I'm like, oh God, what did he say today? I get out of the shower, all that shit, and then I look on Twitter and I'm like, oh, this man saying fuck you to all your studios again.
Yep.
It's funny. You got some of the guys losing their shit over it, but not a lot. Some of them are quiet. Still talking about ABK, still crying about it, still fucking saying this, that, and the third. It gets tiring at some points. It's like, but I'm in agreement with some people. I do like PlayStation a little bit, but at the same time, the fanboys make me hate it, and I kind of wish they go under. I don't know. I think it'd be funny as hell if it did, because after all those years of shit talking, what happened? It's whatever. You got Colin, bitch ass pony, who is only good because he uses big words. That's it. That's all he is. He's only smart like that because he uses big words. He's nothing special. He's still just like them, needs a sugar cube, and he's a fucking pony. Talking about acquisitions, talking about all this, that, and the third. You got people saying Sony's gonna counter this with Take-Two, Square Enix, and fucking Capcom. It's like, the fuck?
Right.
Where are they gonna get all these funds? You got motherfuckers coming up with all these fucking figures for all these companies. It's like, yeah, where the only one that Sony could ever come close to is Sega, and even then, I don't think Sega wants to be owned by them. I'm not gonna lie, because of what the fuck happened in the '90s. But that's
they kill Sega. Oh,
yeah. Shit. I hope Sega comes to the Xbox side, and I hope PlayStation goes under, because it would be the biggest form of irony. And I would love to be a fly on the wall in that room, because it would be the funniest shit on earth. But that's it from me. I hope the rest of y'all continue killing it. I'm gonna wait. I'm finally excited because I'm not behind Hector the Macho Man no more. At least for the day.
Right.
He's always killing everyone else's fucking arguments by going overboard. And it's like, well, how the fuck we gonna follow that?
He's two behind you. He's after Zodiac. So
I'm waiting. I'm listening to everyone now. Have a good night, y'all. Continue being Xbox and TTS.
Javier like,
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying?
Oh my god.
Have a good night.
All right, bro. All right, we got Zodiac, Hector, and Oracula, right, Sean?
Put him in, bro. Zaki, Zodiac, what's going on?
Zodiac, what's up, bro?
What's going on? Can y'all hear me clear?
Yeah, you popping a little bit, but we can hear you.
Hold on. I'm gonna jump back in. I know what it is. I gotta jump back in. Give me one second.
All right. Well, let's get Hector in here. Hector, the Macho Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually the Macho Man be fired up. The Twitter streets were so quiet. It's the fucking dust balls coming through that shit. It's nobody, no ponies to fight. I'm gonna beat every pony. They just walk away. They get their friends. I beat them too. It's not fun anymore. So I'm gonna talk about you, Dirt.
Oh shit.
And you need. I know, Dirt. You take daily bleach baths to keep your black ass from getting even blacker. Start my clock, player.
Come on, man.
Man, it's just crazy that these ponies are really they really saying that Jim Ryan's a better leader than Phil Spencer. Like, I don't know what type of pony salt crack, whatever the hell they smoking, but I need to start selling it because this shit is just ridiculous every day. And it's these ponies that are literally loyal to this shit. Get on this Twitter every day to talk this dumb shit, and it's like, bro, them same jokes don't fucking work, bro. It's not funny when we got games and y'all don't got games, and we say, "Hey, well, Sony ain't got no games now." Oh, VR. Nobody bought that shit.
Facts.
Who the fuck playing VR games?
Nobody.
And it's 275,000 people that are literally starving right now. They still eating that same box of ramen noodles from last week. They breaking them in half. This shit is ridiculous. And then you go and you thought Japan was gonna save you, man. I hope to God that Sony gets sued after this shit, and then we get to see all the fucking crooked deals they fucking did. So now I can go on Twitter and just tell all the ponies that want to sound smart after listening to Conor Moriarty and that fucking Reforged Gamer try to split the same shit they speak, and I'm like, okay, so what now? That Microsoft just did it better because we got a bigger bank, but Sony is the good guys in this situation. Man, fuck, man, that's why I don't fuck with these ponies at all. They don't keep it 100.
They don't. They never do.
It's business. Nobody finna, man. Ain't nobody finna be your friend in business. Fuck, man. Listen, if you my direct competition, I got more money. I'm gonna get you the fuck out the way.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, man, hey, listen, the Macho Man might be off Twitter, but please start stomping these ponies' asses out just for Dirt. We gotta this revenge for Dirt's legs.
Yeah.
Man, love both of y'all,
put
man.
a cast
Y'all,
on, man.
yeah, I love both of y'all. Hopefully, motherfucking ponies talk more shit so I can come with some energy. But this shit ain't fun beating on the kid in the wheelchair. This shit ain't cool no more.
They talk that shit.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Hey man, Hector made a great point. He said, "Say like the same old shit. They still be saying the same old shit. Hey, we can go back with Zodiac because he back.
Yeah.
Like a guy left me a message on Xbox Live. Xbox has no games. I said, shut the fuck up, man. Stop
All right,
that.
does that sound better?
Sound much better. What's up with you, bro?
All right, I'm gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be a voice of reason, because Jim Ryan crying again, and when I saw that, he literally threw not just his studios under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
He threw basically every creator, every developer under the bus about you're gonna make games glitchy, you're gonna make games like this and that. Well, you did that. You did that with The Last of Us. So what you're saying is this from experience. That's what the CMA saw. Oh, you're saying this from experience. So when The Last of Us came out for PC, you saying you didn't do that? Oh, you done fucked up, Jim Ryan. Because now you done said all that, and everything you have said has came true on your side. So it just came back to bite you in the ass. Nice going. Nice fucking going. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I already know what's going to happen to this deal. This deal is going to go through with flying colors. We don't even have to worry about anything. And I already knew it was going to be like that. But because if the CMA actually read into this the way Sony has been acting, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you came to them and lied to their face, try to play them as a fool. You think they like you after that? No, they don't. They don't, especially after looking at the numbers. Jim Ryan needs to shut the hell up. Stop crying. Time to compete. Stop being a little bitch. I mean, we already know you work the street corners, but damn, stop being a little bitch. Take the ass. Now take the ass whooping from Microsoft, and I hope they take a good one because I want to see them choke this generation hard. I want to see it. I love it because they have been sitting on their morals for too damn long. It's time for Xbox to come back. Zodiac out.
Talk that shit, bro.
Take care, killer, man. Let's get a super before we go.
Let's get the super. Raw Rebel with the 2. After deal go through, remake Tenchu and Blur. I like
Tenchu was dope.
Yeah.
Man. I played
I
Blur.
think I played Blur.
Well.
That's a racing game or something, right? Yeah, I never played Blur. I like Tenchu though. Yep.
Oh shit, my bad.
All right, Sean. Now what's his name?
You can say it. Oracular, what's going on?
Oracular.
What's up?
What up, player?
What's up, bro? Hey, can you hear us? Oh shit. Oracular, can you hear?
Oh shit.
Hello?
Hey,
Oracular.
I wasn't even gonna come on here to talk that shit, but then I saw Asteranx, one of the Xbox homies, tweet a tweet from The Verge, Jim Ryan saying that Microsoft could sabotage our ability to win Digital Foundry comparisons. This motherfucker, I swear. You want to win Digital Foundry comparisons? Why did you develop a dog shit weaker console? Go complain to fucking Mark Cerny that the PlayStation fanboys use as a god. I swear, whenever PlayStation wins a comparison, a rare time, they post a picture of Mark Cerny and him looking as God. Motherfuckers. Really, you want to win Digital Foundry comparisons? You have the weaker console. Deal with it, motherfuckers, even if you get a higher frame rate. While Xbox is at lower resolution, it doesn't matter. Your VRR is worse. Pieces of shit.
Talk that shit.
Pieces of fucking shit. The audacity of Jim fucking Ryan going to regulators saying Microsoft can make versions worse. Really? Didn't you make Warzone 2.0 version worse on Xbox? Didn't you do that with Callisto Protocol? Didn't you do that with some other games as well? Maybe it was with just those 2 games, I believe. Oh no, this one wasn't making the version worse on Xbox. This one, RE4 remake, they made the Series X demo version was better on Series X, like a week before the full game came out. And then PlayStation, I'm pretty sure they couldn't get the PS5 version to be better. So then they just went to Capcom. They're like, okay, since you can't make the PS5 version better, just parody. The audacity of Jim fucking Ryan, I swear to God. Pieces of fucking shit. And PlayStation fanboys, every time Xbox wins a Digital Foundry comparison, they post a picture of Mark Cerny looking like a fucking god. No, he ain't. Fucking pieces of shit. Deal with it. You guys are the one with the worst versions of multiplats. And it's gonna continue. And we're gonna talk that fucking shit until the end of the generation.
Damn. All righty, brother. Oh.
Let's go!
No, talk that shit, bro.
Shout out to you, Oracular. Take care, player.
Oracular, bro. Thanks, man.
Talking that shit.
I love the passion, man. I love it.
The passion in that. The passion.
Talk that shit, bro. Last but not least, look who it is. What's up,
What's up, you pieces of shit? How are
What's
you?
up, G-Fat?
What up, though?
Hey, Sean. Evil's good and ass is good. And shut up.
Evil's good and ass is good. And shove it up your ass.
I love that.
Oh man. Funny
Hold on.
shit.
I got two more for you. Bumblebee Dirt. Bumblebee Dirt. Come on.
This for all my niggas in the hood. All my niggas in the hood. Yeah, all my niggas in the hood.
Oh, that is so funny. And this is for you ponies. This is what you say to Jim Ryan. We can make it, baby. Me and you. You bitch.
So you gotta get it ready, Sean.
What is it? I can't find it.
Oh shit, Sean can't find it, G-Fat.
Oh no.
We can make it, baby. Me and you. You bitch.
Oh,
fire.
That is so funny. We can make it, baby. Me and you. You bitch. That's what you ponies, you pieces of shit. You shits. That's what you say to Jim Ryan because you want to suck his dick.
Oh, shit.
You want to suck his dick so hard, you pieces of shit. You motherfucking shits. You living shits. You are actually living shits. Oh my god, I can't stand you pieces of shit. I can't stand you. And you know what, you pieces of shit? I want to see you out on that street corner twerking your ass because you've got nothing to play. What have you got this year? You've got nothing. Oh, we got Spider-Man 2 coming. Spider-Man 2? What have you seen for it? Nothing. No gameplay. How do you even know what's coming out this year, you pieces of shit? You don't. You know what we got? Listen to this lineup for Xbox. Hi-Fi Rush back in January. Then we got Ghostwire Tokyo coming in this month. Minecraft Legends. Not an Xbox Studio game, but Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Gonna be an amazing game. May, Redfall. September, Starfield. And we're still waiting on Forza and the showcase. They might even surprise us with maybe Hellblade 2. We don't know. But you pieces of shit have nothing. So I want you to twerk your ass on that street corner and pray to that Jim Ryan poacher in your bedroom and in your basement. Twerk it so hard and take that big bitch of a PS5 and shut up your ass.
Shove
it right up in your fucking ass. All right, guys. Talk that.
And shove it up your ass.
Shut up your
G-Fat.
ass.
That's funny.
I'm
shit,
out of
G-Fat.
here. Talk that
All
shit.
right, bro.
Killer.
G-Fat, man. Oh, goodness.
Man,
hey, you want to wait with the two? I love that oracular. Hey, he's funny, man. Listen, last year, Hector the Macho Man won best TTS shit talker. I forgot what I labeled it. This year, Hector still gonna be there, of course, but he gonna have some competition, man. We got 108 here now. We got Oracular. We got G-Fat. Hey, man, you got some competition, Hector. Oh, shit, man. He got Jamal Lee. I like Jamal Lee. What he be talking shit. Primus Game, he talk shit once in a while.
Yeah, bro.
We got a lot of guys, man. You gonna have some competition this year, Hector.
It's gonna be a fun year, bro. Shout out to Vic,
yeah.
the motherfucking click for gifting 5 TTS membership. Shout out to you homies now. We got Trayvon, Muscle the Man Dan, Slim, Flobby, and I'm not sure who else got it. There's only 4 there so far. So this is one more available. Shout out to Vic and make sure you use them emojis, bro. Jim Ryan is a bitch. Make sure you use them emojis, player.
Shove up your ass.
Shove up your ass. Oh, Dirt, man. Anyway, Dirt, what's going on with you, killer?
Nothing much, man. I did a Darkman podcast last night. Check it out. It was fun. I want to do a regular video because I like to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week. But you know, it will course be about the same topic. But so I might do one. We'll see. But that's about it, man. We're gonna have a fun WBG on Monday. We will TTS. And yeah, that's about it. Hey man, when Ghostwire Tokyo come out? Tuesday?
5 days, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so that's about it, bro. I gotta finish Resident Evil 4. Listen, I'm really enjoying that, Sean.
That's good, bro.
I'm really enjoying it. I believe I'm at the end. I just beat the second version of
Yeah.
no, I just killed the guy, the army guy. I can't think of his fucking name right here. I think I'm towards the end. How close am I towards the end, y'all? I just killed the second version of the army guy. Why can't I think of his fucking name? I'm enjoying it so much, Sean. I might go back and play through that bitch again. That's how much I'm enjoying it.
That's bro. It's that type of game Resident Evil
Yeah.
was just. Why do you think everybody keeps talking about that one game? It's just that game.
Krauser, yeah. Thanks, Krauser. That's his name. Yeah, I'm
it's
close, bro.
It's just that game that everybody just plays and plays and plays. It's probably the best Resident Evil. Let's be honest. It
Yeah.
is.
I might
the
want to
best
try to
Resident
play
Evil.
the actual part 4 because I got part 4 on the Xbox. BC. I might go with this to see how.
No, bro.
It'll be hard. It'll be hard to go back.
Tank controls, bro.
Yeah, that's
you
right,
know,
the tank
like
controls, yeah.
memories will serve you back when you go to that shit and yo.
Yeah, like no, this is way better. But yeah, I love it, man. Like I told you guys, I never finished it. I played it when it came to the PS2. I played it.
Code Veronica was dope on the
Dreamcast.
On the Dreamcast, yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
That was a
I
dope game as
played
well.
that one too. I didn't finish those games. I made it to the part when the one guy he was shooting. He was like, I forget who the other character was, but yeah, they should make that one over because listen, I'll tell you, part 2 was fire. I'm talking about the remake. Part 3 was fire. I love them, bro. And part 4 is fire. So I might as well do part 5.
I'll be honest with you, like playing them back in in the 90s as well, and you know, me and my brother playing it, or like he'll watch me, I'll watch him as well, and Gabs and that, and you know, all of them Resident Evil were great games. Every single one of them games were a great game. Number 6 was the dog shit, but every single one of the games I could play at the time, if it was on Sega Dreamcast, GameCube, up until 5, and all the side ones as well, Nemesis and Code Veronica, they were fantastic games. I loved every one of them games. Even at Dino Crisis, I loved them games as well.
I'm surprised they ain't do Dino Crisis. Remake.
I don't know if they know how to do it though, like
because of dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, bro, if they can do it, but
It'll probably be more expensive than doing others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor Click with the 5. Enjoy that membership, guy. This is the only channel in Dirt where we can TTS and get no kick out.
Besides the ponies.
Besides the pony, you're gonna get your ass kicked out of here. You a pony. Especially if your initials is CH. What the fuck out of here, yeah?
Yo, one message. We'll leave you with this message play.
Wipe yourself off, man. You dead.
That's what happened today. Jim Ryan, you piece of shit. Play your punk ass bitch.
Hey man, Randy Orton, the Legend Killer was a beast, bro.
Yeah, we don't play that shit over here, man. Like we said, what do we say?
Because anybody can get it.
Ooh, and every time we see a pony, what do we do? So next time you come and talking that shit in here,
shut the fuck up.
You punk ass bitch ass motherfuckers. We don't play over here. In the day, we don't fucking play.
Don't play, man.
Bitches. They think this is like they think it's a different podcast. They think they can come and talk that shit. Nah, bro. Oh, on our side, TTS and WBG, we'll fuck you up on that. Don't play that shit. We can smell you coming from a mile, you stinky ass bitch. We can smell that bleach coming from a mile. You think we don't know that shit? We smell it. As soon as we smell it, what do? We slap the shit out of you motherfuckers. That's how we roll. Guys on the panel, guys in the chat, coming, boom, annihilate you motherfuckers.
Boom. Deploy with the 2. Watch the Super Mario movie. It was dope.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
Come on, Sean.
Come on, Dale. What's the point of that?
Come on, Sean. Deploy. No, man. I actually...
99, 100.
You still got that shit?
I love that shit, bro.
Hey, cuz I was going up the steps the other day. I was struggling those last 2 steps. I was like, 98, 99, 100.
Oh, man. You're there. It's a takeover, innit, bro?
Yeah.
You're there. Do you know what's funny, though, before I close it? I love it, bro. When a pony gets snapped, me and you be like, Maybe this. You're on mute there.
Hey man, why the crowd was booing his ass? Well, he was like, yeah, they was booing him.
What up? I forgot to put a camera on play.
Yeah, man, we both forgot. Yeah. That's it, man.
Chairman, that's it. The show's done. The show's done.
Show's done, man.
What do you want to say to the pieces of shits in the chat, player?
Appreciate the support, guys. We'll see y'all Monday for WBG, man. It's gonna be fun.
WBG Monday, player. We're gonna be talking that shit.
Talking some shit, man.
And we'll do this to Jim Ryan as well.
We'll tell you something. Come here. Oh, what's going on?
Bitch ass out of here.
Clip happy right now.
All this clip happy. Hey, there.
You really think I be listening to you? I ain't listening to you.
You think I be listening? Hey man, I be saying that shit to my wife all the time, bro.
I love
You think
that
I be
shit.
listening to you? I ain't listening to you. All right,
No, a
bro.
great show, player, man. That's a great show on that. Let's
Doggy
close
Dog
off on that.
420, what up?
Have we missed something? What
No,
up, Doggy Dog?
So,
Guys, great show. Be safe, man. Keep talking that shit. And like we say, every time you see a pony, just slap the shit out of them. You know when a pony's coming, you'll smell bleach. We out, player. Take care. Be safe. We'll catch you Monday on WBG talking that shit.
Ain't nothing but against the party.
Ah shit. You motherfuckers know what time is it? Hit that motherfucking like button. And you motherfucking ponies, hit that dislike button and get the fuck out of here, you soft motherfuckers. And ponies, Jim Ryan lied to you and pimped your bitch ass till the end of the west side. You motherfucking ponies know what to do. Walk down that street corner, twerk your motherfucking ass, then put your bitch ass hands out and sell your bitch ass for those $70 games, you soft motherfuckers.